2 games back with 8 to play. That's the scenario for Wareham as they head into a battle with the Falmouth Commodores here at home, looking to break a 3-game losing streak. Dan Shalam with you alongside Joe Henry here on the Cranberry Federal Credit Union pregame show. Joe, a game that Wareham really wanted to win yesterday against Cotuit, the team they're fighting for that spot, the team they now trail by 2. Came up short, though, 5-4.
Yeah, that was flat out the biggest game of the season to date, and you have to be proud of the resiliency the team showed falling behind, but coming back. That's one of the things that they've improved upon so much over the course of the season, showing that kind of resilience when in deficits, but in the end of the day, as it has been. Familiar story all season long, not enough to get it done. And now, as you said, 2 games back, 4 points back, but really 3 games back because now Cotuit has the tiebreaker over Wareham. So with 8 games to go, it feels like the Gatemen need to win at least 6 of these games to have a realistic shot at the postseason. That certainly would start today against a red-hot Falmouth team that has won 4 in a row.
Yeah, you mentioned that Wareham will play Cotuit one more time, so a chance to get a game back, but they're going to need help from everyone else around the league to get them over the line. Joe, yesterday, though, it was more of a struggle offensively. That's kind of been the story for these Gatemen over the last 3.
It was a difficult one because you had the shutout against Brewster, brutal walk-off, and it was a long time to get that first run across. But there were so many encouraging signs as well because the team walked more than they struck out. They didn't leave a lot of men on base, but down the stretch, they just didn't get enough traffic on the base paths, and when they did, they were not good enough at converting. Truly
so, and for Wareham, they added a couple of guys over the last couple of days. A.J. Ashatino came in as a pinch runner yesterday from Northeastern. His counterpart from the Huskies, Cooper Tarantino, is in the lineup tonight as the designated hitter in the 7-hole. Our CeCe Gabriel is standing by with him now.
Thanks, guys. Here with the new Gateman on the squad, Cooper Tarantino. Cooper, thanks for your time today.
Thank you very much for having me.
You came straight from Northeastern. What was the biggest part of making your decision to join the Gatemen?
I mean, obviously, Cape Cod is a great league, and a couple of my buddies play in the league, and Henry DeGiorgio is my teammate at school. And the weather, the baseball, it's all awesome, so I couldn't pass an opportunity like this up.
You talked a little bit about A.J. Ashatino and Henry DeGiorgio. What's your favorite thing about playing with them?
I mean, I think we spend a lot of time together in the indoor facilities. Being a school in the Northeast, we don't have, all this space to run around and do stuff. So you get to know each other pretty good, kind of spending every day together, eating together. So just to be able to do that on a different team in a new environment, not in a city, kind of on the Cape, warm weather, it's just cool to be able to share that with them.
Being with the Gatemen, there's an opportunity to really just take the time to grow. What's the biggest thing that you want to improve in the next couple weeks?
Yeah, I think overall just being a better baseball player, kind of learning the game. There's a lot of talent on the field every game, every single team. So just watching how other guys kind of do the little stuff. And, once you get to certain points in your career, it's those little things, those little adjustments that are kind of going to give you the bigger results and the stuff that you're looking for. So just being able to surround myself with guys that kind of do those little things a little differently and finding ways that it works for them. So just being able to hopefully pick up a couple things to bring back to school in the fall and set myself up for the spring.
You're a catcher. Tell me a little bit about your game.
Catching behind the plate, I love to block. I take pride in it. Dirt, turf, whatever it is, I like putting my helmet on baseballs. It's just fun for me. Receiving is something that I've worked a lot on in the last year and a half. So I'm really trying to, that's something I'm as well trying to improve. And then at the plate, I like to swing. I like to swing hard. Trying to cut down on the swing and miss a little bit, but, just going out there hopefully today and just feeling free and loose and being able to get my swing off.
Facing Falmouth today, a big one in the West Division. What have been the conversations from the coaching staff within the dugout?
So I only came here yesterday, and it was the culture was pretty apparent that we got some work to do in this last 8 or 9 games. So last night was a great introduction. Got to meet all the guys, and then today it was kind of hey, we got to go 6-2 in these last 8. We got to make a run, and we got to play some good baseball. So I'm excited to see what it looks like.
All right, we'll see how you do today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, CeCe. Excited to see those Northeastern guys in it. 3 of the last 4 hitters for Wareham tonight in the order are Huskies. Joe, move over to the pitching side of things today. An interesting one. Jordan Stevens going for the last time, and Falmouth looking to get a good start out of their guy as well.
It's 2 very different pitchers going at it. Jordan Stevens, maybe the hardest throwing guy on the Cape, and Cody Butt, making his first appearance on the Cape League, is one of the softest throwing guys in the league. And for Stevens, probably his last start of the summer. He's been brilliant, an ERA sub-2, but the biggest problem has been length, and that's going to be a huge thing for the Gatemen to get out of him today, because they got just 1.2 innings out of Mark Brissy yesterday against Katuitt. You want to be able to continue to have your bullpen well rested down the stretch here, so if Stevens can get a solid 5 innings, that would be massive for this team. And meanwhile, on the other side's a guy in Cody Butt who has played NAIA ball, had a rough freshman year and then a brilliant sophomore campaign, has looked good in summer ball as well, but now his Cape League debut. This is a guy who doesn't throw it terribly hard, hopefully someone that the Gatemen can get that offense rolling against.
Loves using his off-speed pitch to a 3.55 ERA with over 60 innings of work this past season. And for Wareham, Stevens in his final start of the year looks to give Wareham some length. Joe, one thing that sticks out to you in particular today that needs to go right for Wareham to get the win?
Yeah, we talk about it a lot, but striking first offensively is huge, and the numbers back it up this past week. The Gatemen on this losing streak have yet to score first in a game, and Falmouth is maybe the hottest team, or one of the hottest teams at least, on the Cape. Well, you'd have to go back 8 games to find the last time that they didn't have a lead or were at least tied through 3 innings. They've not had an early game deficit this entire stretch, and has propelled them to victories.
Well, Wareham looks to shut down the Commodores, get back onto the right side of things, get some positive momentum going down the stretch here with just 8 left to play. I'll have the call for you alongside Adam Hipsky coming up in just a second here on Cape League TV.
With the door starting to close on Wareham's playoff chances, another opportunity for the Gatemen to snap a 3-game losing skid and start this playoff push with just a half-dozen games to go in the season. Hey, he's up here now. That's Dan Shalam. I'm Adam Hipsky. Welcome in. It's Wareham and Falmouth, Dan. And for the Gatemen, when you looked at this home stretch, you knew they started to need to hit another gear. They haven't done it yet, but another chance today.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Wareham really needed to get it done away from home the last couple of days. They did not do that. Dropped the first one here at home to Brewster. Then you lose 2 in a row to Brewster and that pivotal one to Katuitt. The good news is you have a chance to gain back some momentum today ahead of another couple of road games, but it's against the hottest team in the entire league.
Yeah, but a guy that's pretty hot himself right now for Wareham, swinging that bat, it's Cohen Nicolai. A 2-run blast yesterday. I know you've got your eyes on him for the Gatemen today.
Certainly, and he was a guy yesterday that sparked the offense for Wareham. They were trailing 4-0 in that game. Nicolai launched a 2-run home run in the top half of the 4th, and it really felt like Wareham was starting to find its footing from there. That put Nicolai at 5 on the season. He's really been trying to toe the line of finding that consistent swing with the power, but the power is his game, and it's what's been working for him all season long. That one also was a no-doubter off his bat.
Yeah, looks for another no-doubter today, trying to take that solo lead in the Cape League for long balls. He bats cleanup tonight. Another guy that's right there on the top half of the order for Falmouth, coming off a season high yesterday in runs and hits. They totaled 21, and 3 of them were Braden Jeffries.
Yeah, he has been nasty out there as of late for Falmouth. You see the batting average. It's at 363. That's through 19 games. The man from Michigan has just been absolutely on fire, and you mentioned it. This was a Falmouth offense that absolutely came alive yesterday. They were up 8-7 in the top half of the 8th, and the game finished 15-7 in favor of the Commodores, large in part to the man you see right there, Braden Jeffries.
Yeah, Falmouth red hot. Wareham needs something right now in the desperate times of this Cape League season. All right, first pitch right around the corner. We will talk to you then as Jordan Stevens takes the mound for the Gatemen.
Cranberry Federal Credit Union stands apart by combining the heart of a community-driven credit union with the spirit of an educator. We don't just offer banking. We teach, guide, and support every step of the way, ensuring our members gain the confidence and financial stability to thrive. With deep local roots and a commitment to lifelong learning, we're more than a financial institution. We're a partner in your success. Finding a good personal injury attorney is very difficult. If you or your family member have been involved in an accident, hurt at work, suffered a slip and fall, or have been injured due to the negligence of someone else, contact the lawyers at Reddy Kiernan and McNally LLP today. They are experienced trial attorneys who practice in all the courts in the Commonwealth. The firm has been recognized by Best Lawyers in America for outstanding legal representation. Contact Reddy Kiernan and McNally LLP today. The firm is located at 267 Main Street in Wareham. Reddy Kiernan and McNally LLP also has offices in New Bedford and Falmouth. Call 508-295-0286 or visit their website at www.rkm-law.com. Cranberry Federal Credit Union has been proudly serving the community of Wareham since 1962. Please check out our rates for your borrowing needs. For the parents of children, explore a Cranberry Kids Club account and its 5% annual percentage rate for the first $500 deposited. Cranberry Federal Credit Union. We are harvesting financial success.
Gatemen and Commodores. We are set to go at Spillane Field, and Jordan Stevens takes the mound for his final start of the summer, Dan.
He'll be on a 65-pitch limit today for Wareham, but Wareham trying to get everything out of him within those 65. He has been by far and away the best starter for Wareham since the departure of Ethan Bioto. In his last start against Bourne, 3 1/3, 4 hits given up, 1 earned run, a walk, and 3 Ks. He was handed the loss in that one. But overall this season, a 1.29 ERA for him over 14 innings. He has been spectacular. Wareham hoping that Stevens can give them a parting gift before he heads out the door.
Now that fastball sits mid-90s. It's been devastating for opposing Cape League hitters this summer. Falmouth tries to hit it, and it's an offense, Stan, that's been red hot lately. Coming off its best performance of the summer, 21 hits and 15 runs, both the season high. And it's headlined by a couple of newcomers. When you talk about Tommy Harrison, Jeff Luigi, Mark Gialusi, all guys that are within their first handful of games. But the mainstay, Fabio Peralta at the leadoff spot, he's been consistently right there for the Commodores. Out of the windup, Stevens' first pitch. Fastball at 95. Called a strike, and we are right on time with a 6:05 first pitch, Dan. And 5 minutes later here at Spillane Field with some new friends in town.
Well, as you and I on the porch tonight, we're getting some air.
I don't mind it. 1 grounded foul. 0-2, and a good start for Stevens commanding the zone against Fabio Peralta, the center fielder from Miami. Both center fielders today are Hurricanes, Dan. Dylan Dubovic, roaming center for the Gatemen. Stevens is 0-2. Cut on and miss, 3 pitches, and Peralta swings and goes down and gives us a chance to look at how Wareham lines up defensively. One newcomer, Dan, and it's A.J. Ashatino at third base. It's mainly been Connor Cuff over there. Today, Cuff goes to short, Ashatino at third.
And it's also DeGiorgio over at second base.
Yeah.
This is an infield we have never seen before from Ryan Smythe, but you're at the point in the season where you got to throw something at the wall and hope it sticks with a 3-game losing streak coming into this game.
And I'll tell you what's been sticking is the swing and miss stuff off the right hand of Jordan Stevens. That his 25th punch-out of the summer. In the outfield, those 3 we've seen plenty of. Foster Apple in left, Dubovic roaming center, and Carter Groen out in right. The 0-1, grounded, and a chance for DeGiorgio at second. An easy pitch and catch to Levi Clark. 2 up, 2 down in the first.
Doesn't get much better than this. If you're Jordan Stevens, he's thrown probably 5 pitches and he's gotten 2 outs. It's been uber dominant out of the gates. You just wish Wareham could have had this yesterday.
Had the 5-4 loss to Katuitt that ultimately gave the Kettleers a position where you can really look at, they're in the driver's seat as Carter White steps in. Really back-breaking loss. Coming off a 1-0 loss on a walk-off walk 2 nights ago. Feel like yesterday might have hit the game even harder with so much on the line. Stevens fastball up and away that time. Dashes in at 96. Carter White with a 2-for-6 day yesterday. Getting the day off in the field. It's the DH for Jack Dom. 2-0 pitch. Bottom rail called a strike. So something to monitor. Dan alluded to it earlier, but Jordan Stevens on a 65 pitch limit. Obviously, you want to get as much work out of him as possible, but how deep can you go into this game while staying under that 65 pitch limit? Breaker just inside.
Well, through 2 batters, he was doing his best to keep it under and running into a little bit of trouble here against the 3-hole hitter White. Very skilled, and this is a lineup that really stacks hard on the lefties against Stevens.
Got on and missed. Stevens gets the count to 3-2. 6 left-handed hitters, 3 righties for the Commodores. 3-2 with 2 away. Stevens to work a clean 1-2-3. Flared left side and foul. Carter White tried to go opposite way with it. Instead, it'll be another 3-2. White, the DH from Mississippi State. Just transferred from North Florida. 3-2. Downstairs, ball 4. First base runner of the day for Falmouth, and Carter White works a full count walk.
That's the last thing you want if you're Ryan Smythe and the staff here. Given Stevens' pitch limit, walks are going to be the killer along with full counts. You want him to go as long as possible in this game, obviously.
Yeah, in each of his 5 appearances, he has not walked more than 2 guys in any of the 5. His last time out against Bourne, walked just 1 in 3 1/3. Now faces Tommy Harrison, the first baseman from Miami, Ohio. From the stretch, Stevens' first pitch is driven foul. 4 straight left-handed hitters at the top of this Commodores lineup against Jordan Stevens. The 0-1. Slider outside. You talk about the starting pitching matchup today, Dan. Jordan Stevens with the fastball that can get up into the upper 90s. It's not the same for Falmouth's Cody Butt.
No, his fastball tops out at 87. Really different ends of the spectrum.
Stevens trying to give Wareham its best start of the season. Pitch, cut on and missed. Harrison with a 3-for-6 day yesterday, a double and a home run, 2 doubles. In his 6th game of the summer, batting .368. Hitting cleanup today after 3 extra base hits. Pitch, inside. Clyde blocks it.
This is not good news for Wareham. Stevens already approaching 20 pitches here through 2/3 of an inning. It's been good stuff, but obviously you're just looking for him to be as efficient as possible.
2-2 the count. Stevens sets, fires. Cut on and missed. Works around a 2-out walk and retires to the side. No hits, no runs, no errors in the field. 1 runner left on base and a pair of punch-outs for Jordan Stevens in his final start of the summer. Wareham trying to strike first on the other side here on Cape League TV.
Hey, it's me, Wizzy. Water Whiz is the ultimate vacation. Huge slides, a not-so-lazy river, and more ways to cool off than you can count. Plan ahead and save. Tickets as low as $39.95. Rally your crew and lock in your date.
For a good piece of glass, call Abby, located at 3 Tyler Avenue in East Wareham. Call Abby Glass and Locks about getting a free quote for your windows, doors, locks, and other glass needs.
Hi, this is Stephen Goulston. Homeowners choose Mario's Roofing because we're fair, honest, and provide quality services. Call Mario's Roofing today for a free estimate. 781-344-2420. Mario's Roofing. We won't soak you to keep you warm and dry.
Bottom of the first at Spillane Field. Jordan Stevens pitched a scoreless first. Cody Butt tries to do the same, the 5'9", 165-pound lefty.
Cody Butt making his first start here on the Cape this summer for the Commodores. He's a guy that has plenty of experience, tossed 66 innings this past season with an 8-1 record. But here's the thing, the stuff for him is not hard. We mentioned it a little bit in that first inning. At Bellevue, he used a 3-pitch mix of fastball, curveball, and the changeup, the fastball being the hardest pitch. It tops out at 86 miles an hour. So you go from a guy in Stevens who's throwing 10 miles an hour harder at 96 to Butt, and we were talking with a few of the Wareham players pregame. They said sometimes it's actually harder to hit a guy who's pitching slower when they're seeing mid-90s every night here on the Cape.
That when you have the 95-mile-an-hour fastball and you can time it up, it's kind of the reaction off the bat. When it's coming in faster, you get that opposite reaction, sending it the other way, and you can add a little bit more power. Now for Cody Butt, it's a 3-pitch mix, fastball, curveball, and changeup. He leans with the curveball to lefties and kind of splits between the two, between curveball and change to righties.
And it'll be interesting to see how he mixes. Again, has not really pitched in this league before, hasn't had much summer ball experience, so we're going to see how he does. Obviously, was a starter for Bellevue, got a lot of innings there, ended up with a 3.55 ERA. So the stuff works, but a chance for Wareham to hop on a guy early in his first start here on the Cape.
And it's a Wareham lineup that sees Dylan Dubovic at the leadoff spot for the first time this season, Dan.
It's an interesting lineup. A couple of new guys in there, AJ Ashatino, Cooper Tarantino, but Dubovic being at the top is something we have never seen before. RJ Hamilton is usually the leadoff man. He has the night off today.
Now, along with Chase Cruson, so it's a little bit different, as Butt's first pitch is the 85-mile-an-hour fastball for ball one.
You also have no Dylan Passo in there. Those
Yep.
are three guys who all played yesterday in that pivotal one against Katuitt.
And so it's definitely different. Guys aren't really playing out of position, however. Ashatino over at third base. Pitch in there for a strike, back to the fastball, and even in the count 1-1. It's interesting, that 6-7 stack between the two Northeastern guys, AJ Ashatino and Cooper Tarantino. No relation, despite the ending of Tino being the same. Pitch is on the inside corner. Dubovic doesn't like it, but Cody Butt has gotten himself ahead in the count. Dubovic batted fifth yesterday, up to the leadoff spot today. Watches ball two sail beneath the bottom rail. For Dubovic, when you look at this way that Ryan Smythe has slotted this lineup together, Dubovic did have the home run against Falmouth last time these two teams met. It was the game that got put on pause because of rain, and then the resumption, Wareham still hung on to win. One hop to Matthew Farner at short, and he makes the play. And Dubovic retired to start this game off a 6-3 putout. And here's how the Commodores look defensively. Mark Gialusi behind the plate for Falmouth, and it's an interesting one. He's in just his third game of the summer, so you don't really know. However, base runners have been willing to steal on him. 3 for 6 so far this summer.
He's been good back there so far for the Commodores, and similar to Wareham, just a lot of new faces out there. You talked about it a little bit earlier. There's only a couple of guys in here that were also in there the last time these two teams played.
And the one, I don't know if you can call it weak link, but at least in terms of the Cape, the third baseman, Braden Jeffries. 3 errors already this summer. Jeffries still in his first 20 games, but he's got a Gold Glove season this past year at Michigan. 1-0 is called a strike. 1-1 on Connor Cuff, the shortstop. batting .348, the only Wareham hitter in this lineup batting over .300. From southeastern Louisiana. 1-1. Post tapped foul, tried to wait on that hanging curveball. It's just a piece of it. And cuff behind 1-2. Butt looks in here in this left on left. Pitch. High chopper over to short. Back-to-back chances for Farner. Throws to first in time. An active start for Matthew Farner. He's passed each of his first 2 tests, and there's 2 gone in the first.
It's been really good from him over there at short. A couple of tough plays. The first one was tasered over to him by Dubovic. That one a high chopper. 2 different types of ground balls, but he does a nice job with both of them. Gets 2 outs.
Levi Clark tries to give Wareham its first base runner. Falmouth had the 2-out walk in the first. The first guy to reach against Cody Butt. Head in the count 1-0. Butt looks in. The catcher, Gialusi. 1-0. Inside, it nearly takes a piece of Levi Clark on the way in. And the count now 2-0. Clark batting .206 this summer. Had an RBI yesterday on a sac fly. 2-0. Outside and a 3-ball no-strike count now. Miss left on right between Cody Butt and Levi Clark.
And Butt's just kind of been all over the place the last couple of pitches, missing in, and then that last one out.
Rio up and away, 4-pitch walk. So an identical start between these two sides when you look at the top of the first and the bottom of the first. The starters go 2 up, 2 down, and then deliver a walk and give a base runner here. And now Cody Butt tries to do what Jordan Stevens did and end that threat rather quickly with a strikeout.
See what he can do against the hard-hitting Cohen DeCly, coming off the game where he had the home run yesterday.
Another right-handed hitter. Pitch. Calling strike inside corner. And when we talked about this lineup, no Dylan Passo, no Chase Cruson. Those are both left-handed hitters against a lefty starter in Cody Butt. Getting the day off. 0-1. Down and in. A ball and a strike now on DeCly, who batted 7th yesterday, up in the lineup today after that 2-run shot over the right center field wall. One. Popped up right side and out of play. The first baseman Tommy Harrison gave it a look as it sails into the stands. Really nice crowd on hand here today, Dan.
Lots of events, literacy night, make-a-wish night. Kind of got everything going on. Cranberry Federal Credit Union is here, our pregame show sponsor. And, of course, Sparkling Ice. Can't forget about them.
A staple, really. We'll check over on first. Clark back safely. 1-2, but trying to work around the 1-out walk. Just outside. Nikolai levels the count at 2-2. 18 RBIs for Cohen Nikolai. He's been a machine at driving runners home. The 2-2 pitch. Checks his swing. He did not offer, and the count runs full.
DeCly at 7th in the CCBL with those 18 RBIs, and that home run yesterday put him up to 2nd in the Cape League with 5 home runs.
Payoff. cut on and missed. A looping, breaking ball slams the door on Cohen Nicolai. We are through one and an efficient start for both starting pitchers. No score, heading to 2 here at Spillane Field.
Every child deserves the basics. Gifts to Give is making that happen, and you can help. Volunteer, donate, or shop their thrift store Saturdays. Visit giftstogive.org and make a difference today.
The Wareham-based AD Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is North America's largest cranberry grower and a recognized leader in environmentally responsible real estate development and land stewardship. For 172 years, AD Makepeace Company has supported community events and organizations like your Wareham Gatemen. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
If you or a family member have been hurt at work, don't wait for the insurance company to discontinue your benefits or deny you medical treatment. Get an experienced workers' compensation attorney now before it's too late. The lawyers at Reddy, Kiernan, and McNally LLP have been practicing workers' compensation law for many years and are experts in the field of workers' compensation law. Having the advantage of retaining an attorney early on may make all the difference in your case. Know your rights, be prepared, and contact Reddy, Kiernan, and McNally LLP today. The firm is located at 267 Main Street in Wareham. Reddy, Kiernan, and McNally LLP also have offices in New Bedford and Falmouth. Call 508-295-0286 or visit their website at www.rkmlaw.com.
Obviously, every game counts the same in terms of 2 points for a win, 1 for a tie, and none for a loss. But Dan, yesterday's defeat at Cotuit felt like a backbreaker.
Certainly did. That was a game where if Wareham lost, they would lose the season tiebreaker to Cotuit, so that effectively pushes their lead to 2.5 games because Wareham will need to tie them and then take the lead by way of a tie or something else. So basically 3 games back from a potential playoff spot as of right now. Obviously, you can still get it done, but not so good news early on. Cotuit up 4-0 on the Harwich Mariners in the top of the 3rd.
And at that point, if you see Cotuit pick up a win, Wareham can only chase, and only so many games to play. But the Gatemen trying to just stay at least in the rear view of Cotuit, where you can at least see the Kettleers before it gets out of reach. Jordan Stevens trying to give Wareham a nice parting gift on his final start of the summer, facing the 5, 6, 7 hitters. So we've hit the top of the 2nd in a scoreless ball game, starting with Matthew Farner. On the wind-up first pitch outside, 94-mile-an-hour fastball for ball 1. Farner in his 3rd game of the summer. Shortstop from Georgia. Was 2 for 4 with a couple of walks yesterday. Stevens, deep breath, and the 1-out. Fly ball, center field, long run from Dubovic, loses the hat, and instead a diving grab from Carter Groen, who steps in front of Dubovic and leaps and holds it in, and there's 1 out.
You love to see that, a Superman dive from Carter Groen out there in right field. He goes full extension on this play. I thought it was going to be Dubovic to make the dive, but Groen gets in there, takes the lead on it, sees it all the way. A clean catch for out number 1.
Yeah, Groen with the day off yesterday and used the rest, I think, to recharge the legs. Brings up Jeff Luigi, the left fielder from Northwestern. Takes first pitch fastball outside for ball 1. Luigi, another newcomer in this Falmouth lineup. He has played in 4 games, and Dan, the Commodores on a 4-game win streak.
Maybe Jeff Luigi is the guy that has some magic in his bat.
1-0, cut on and missed.
Certainly had that magic yesterday.
A 4 for 4 day with 2 RBIs. Continue to harp on it. So what an onslaught it was from Falmouth. A 15-7 win. And where they recorded 21 hits, a season high. Hard for it not to be, Dan. 21 hits.
That's just impressive.
You don't see that very often. 1-2. Cutter outside, and the count evens at 2-2.
Well, and it was 7 runs, too, over the final 2 innings. 9 over the last 3.
2-2 pitch. Popped up left side and out of play. For Luigi, a guy that entered yesterday's matchup hitting 3 for 9 in his first 3 games, that's a pretty good start. And then to end your 4th game, hitting 7 for 13 with a batting average of .538 is unheard of, but a chance for Cuff to lower that number, and a good throw over from short, and another 2-up, 2-down start to an inning for Jordan Stevens.
He's looked really sharp, like he always has this season, doing a really nice job just mowing down these Falmouth hitters. They do not have a hit yet.
Stevens got away with one there, left it in the middle of the zone for Luigi, couldn't capitalize on the hitter's side. It's Austin Maley now trying to extend the inning, second baseman from Mount Union. He's been a guy that's been around with this Commodores team throughout the summer. First pitch, he looks at a breaker on the bottom third, called a strike, 0-1. Maley's been here all summer. The only other guy in this lineup for Falmouth that's been here since the start is Fabio Peralta. The 0-1. Little jam shot over to the right side. Clark flips to the covering Stevens. Double takes on the bag. All smiles from the pitcher after a clean 1-2-3 second. Wareham doing its job in the field defensively, and a spectacular catch from Carter Groen. A sprawling effort to keep Falmouth without a base runner in the second. We head to the bottom half. It's Carter Groen, AJ Ashatino, and Cooper Tarantino due up for the Gatemen.
Cranberry Federal Credit Union stands apart by combining the heart of a community-driven credit union with the spirit of an educator. We don't just offer banking. We teach, guide, and support every step of the way, ensuring our members gain the confidence and financial stability to thrive. With deep local roots and a commitment to lifelong learning, we're more than a financial institution. We're a partner in your success. Finding a good personal injury attorney is very difficult. If you or your family member have been involved in an accident, hurt at work, suffered a slip and fall, or have been injured due to the negligence of someone else, contact the lawyers at Reddy Kiernan and McNally LLP today. They are experienced trial attorneys who practice in all the courts in the Commonwealth. The firm has been recognized by Best Lawyers in America for outstanding legal representation. Contact Reddy Kiernan and McNally LLP today. The firm is located at 267 Main Street in Wareham. Reddy Kiernan and McNally LLP also has offices in New Bedford and Falmouth. Call 508-295-0286 or visit their website at www.rkm-law.com. Cranberry Federal Credit Union has been proudly serving the community of Wareham since 1962. Please check out our rates for your borrowing needs. For the parents of children, explore a Cranberry Kids Club account and its 5% annual percentage rate for the first $500 deposited. Cranberry Federal Credit Union. We are harvesting financial success.
Bottom of the second. Still no score between Wareham and Falmouth. It's a Commodores team, Dan, that has looked lights out lately.
Yeah, according to the PPM, they are the hottest team on the Cape right now, and for right reason. 4 wins in a row. Currently first in batting average over the stretch. You see it right there. 34 runs, obviously 15 of those coming yesterday. They have just been hitting so situationally. The pitching hasn't been the best, but their bats have done the job to really get this thing going for them. And they're hunting that second spot in the West, and if things keep going well for them, maybe even the top. Bourne right now for them, they're only 2.5 games out.
That's right. Falmouth enters today with 32 points, Bourne with 37. I think the most impressive number right there as Carter Groen digs in to kickstart the second. Swings and misses at a first pitch breaker. Is leading the Cape League in the past week in average and OPS. You're hitting for average and you're also hitting for power while reaching base, and kind of combines all 3 of those. As Groen lines one out to center. Peralta, a nice catch there. Angling back, and he holds it in.
And Carter Groen didn't play yesterday. His bat was really valuable in the game before against Brewster. Foster Apple was out there yesterday. Today, Apple and Groen both out there. Groen provides just a little bit more contact, bat to ball, and that was a hard hit ball as well. Just found Peralta's glove.
So now brings up the first at-bat of the summer for A.J. Ashatino. And that will have to wait, because that pitch got away from Cody Butt, the 85-mile-an-hour fastball. And Ashatino on the base paths, we did see him yesterday there. Pitch ran in the 9th. But can't really see the swing quite yet.
Oh, but good news there. That one's not going to hurt too much. Only 85 miles an hour. And Nikolai got smoked with like a 92-mile-an-hour sinker yesterday. So much rather would be Ashatino right there.
All right, well, we'll grab the pitching machine.
Do not test that on me.
We'll ramp it up to 85. Another debut here today for the Gatemen. It's Cooper Tarantino. Another guy from Northeastern. So now 3 Huskies on this team, with Ashatino, one of them, on first. And then a guy in the hole right now for Wareham is Henry DeGiorgio, another teammate, and a check on Ashatino at first. You see it right there with the Husky on the helmet. Wareham trying to search for some reinforcements, and they go just right down the road, Dan.
Really, you could call them the Wareham Huskies right now with the amount in there at the bottom of the order. But these two guys, skilled hitters, makes sense why they're coming to join the Gatemen down the stretch.
And Tarantino, a Massachusetts native. Pretty quick and easy drive for the designated hitter. He'll be a catcher for Wareham, trying to give Gatemen a little bit of catching depth with just 2 on the roster currently, with Cohen Nikolai and Levi Clark. 2-0 outside. This 6-7 stack with a couple of Northeastern guys. Currently, Cody Butt's in danger of losing both of them, now making them put a swing on the ball. Rio, right down the middle. Easy cold strike. It's 3-1. Neither of the 2 Northeastern guys have swung it yet. Ashatino obviously hit with that first pitch. Another check over there. He's definitely got base stealing abilities. Swiped 16 this spring with Northeastern. Another quick snap throw. And it's a lot easier when you talk about left-handed pitchers versus righties. That's the advantage that you get with the lefty and Cody Butt on the mound. Another throw to first. Cody Butt looks in. Comes set at the belt. 3-1. Got on and missed. So Tarantino, his first swing of the day, comes up empty and the count runs full. Batted .237 this spring with Northeastern.
Maybe a chance here to put Ashatino into motion, too. We saw it yesterday. There's the pickoff.
Yeah, we've seen plenty of it. That the 6th pickoff attempt in this at-bat alone. Runner on the move, pitch high, doesn't matter. So the 2 guys in this Northeastern lineup, or the Wareham lineup, might as well be the Northeastern lineup. As Henry DeGiorgio reaches the on-deck circle, another one of their college teammates. But you've got 2 Huskies on the bases. Potentially DeGiorgio with a chance to drive them in.
The dogs are barking at him.
I see what you're doing. But first it'll be Foster Apple, the left fielder on his way to USC Upstate. But a long wait, the pitch. Another hanging breaking ball that comes down and in. 1-0 the count. Apple was 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts yesterday, and he lost to Katuitt. 5-4 was the final that time. Let's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Apple really out of sync at the plate right now. 1 for his last 21. First time Wareham has put 2 on the bases today. Apple trying to drive them home. The pitch. Outside.
Wareham struggled with the runner in scoring position yesterday. 1 for 8. 4 runners left on. Only had 3 hits as well, despite having 4 runs.
2-1. Swing and a miss. That time Butt goes changeup. Ashatino off of second. Tarantino not being held on at first. 2-2 with 1 away. Pitch. Downstairs. But really struggling with command.
And a big chance for Foster Apple to step up here. He was in the same exact spot yesterday. 2 runners got aboard by way of a walk. He grounded into a double play, looking for a different result here.
3-2. Healthy lead from both base runners. It doesn't matter. Ball 4. Consecutive walks issued by Cody Butt after hitting A.J. Ashatino. And the bases are loaded with 1 out for Cody Butt, and that prompts a mound visit. Paul Evans in his first year with Falmouth out of that first base dugout. Trying to get everyone on the same page here in Cody Butt's first start of the summer. We're certainly hoping to get at least 2 innings out of him.
And Butt was a guy who had over 90 strikeouts this past season at Bellevue. The walk wasn't a huge problem for him, but there's some added pressure here. It's your first Cape League game, trying to keep the line moving here for a Falmouth team that has been red hot. Wareham's got to capitalize on this opportunity. They have not had this golden of a chance over the last 3 games.
On the bright side for Butt, it's left on left against Henry DeGiorgio. Corners of the infield in. Takes a first pitch breaking ball well low of the zone for ball 1. Carter Groen had a sharp fly out to start this inning. Since then, Wareham hasn't needed to put a ball in play to load the bases. Butts 1-0. Outside. Another offering off target.
Simple approach here for DeGiorgio. Don't swing unless you really, really like it. Bud has lost the strike zone.
2-0. Flips the outside corner. Trying to get back into the count. It's 2-1. 3 straight hitless games for DeGiorgio. Hasn't recorded an RBI since July 20th. And another mound visit coming. Matthew Farner, the shortstop, trots in. And this trio meets. It's a pretty quick one after we already got a mound visit from the Falmouth coaching staff. Trying to settle down their starter and keep this game scoreless. Hit by pitch, walk, and another walk. 2-1. Pitch. Just in there for a called strike. DeGiorgio holds, and even in the count at 2-2.
Protect here.
Giorgio recorded a hit in each of the first 2 games with Falmouth. He looks outside at a curveball for ball 3. Another full count. That was Butt's 40th pitch of the day. Trying to get through the second. Nowhere to put DeGiorgio. 3-2. Lined right side, through for a base hit. Ashatino in. Tarantino around third. The throw was cut off, and Henry DeGiorgio, the northeastern infielder, knocks in 2 of his Husky teammates, and the Gatemen strike first. It's 2-0 in the bottom of the second.
It's been all Huskies here in the bottom half of the second. DeGiorgio works a really long count and finally gets rewarded for it at the end. It's a fastball left over the middle of the plate. Butt's been out of control. He knows he needs to get me over fastball, and he is out of this game after giving up the 2 RBI single.
Yeah, Wareham chases the starter, Cody Butt, out. He will depart with 2 runners on and just 1 out. He gives Jack Dom and the Falmouth Commodores 1 1/3 in his debut on the Cape. New arm into the game for the Doors. Top of the order due up for Wareham. When we return here on the home of Gatemen baseball.
Hey Gatemen fans, give it up for a hometown MVP, Harvey Waste and Recycling. Just like the Gatemen clean up on the field, Harvey keeps our communities clean every day. Big hits, clean streets, and reliable service you can count on. Now that's a winning team. Visit elharveynewbedford.com or call 508-995-0544. Harvey New Bedford, keeping Wareham game ready all season long.
Searching for a golf cart, street legal low-speed vehicle, or utility vehicle? Come visit C2 Vehicles in Wareham or online at c2vehicles.com. Trusted across the South Coast, Cape and Island since 1978, C2 Vehicles has the ride for work, play, and everything in between. Broken PS5 or Xbox? A Plus Repair specializes in all repairs, including game consoles, computers, smartphones, and tablets. Walk-ins are welcome, and most repairs are done in less than an hour. 508-962-2394 or aplusrepairs.net for more info.
Reed Custom Soils, a subsidiary of the AD Makepeace Company, is New England's most experienced precision soil blender. Reed is the leading provider of lightweight planting soil for green roof installation, stabilized stone dust for nature paths and pedestrian walkways, bioretention and rain garden soils, and specialized soils for athletic fields, including your Spillane Field. To learn more, visit reedcustomsoils.com.
Cody Butt gives Falmouth just 1 1/3, capped off by this 2 RBI single from Henry DeGiorgio, and forces an early Alyssa Watling intuitive pitching change, and it's Cooper Montalbano, the rising redshirt junior out of Fairleigh Dickinson.
Montalbano has only pitched once so far this season for the Doors. That was 1 inning where 1 run came across. But this past season with FDU, he made 9 appearances, started 9 games, so all of them being starts. A 4.80 ERA, over 30 innings pitched, 24 walks to 17 strikeouts. So the walks were a little bit of a problem for him, but he was third on that FDU team in ERA, so he's looking to just provide length here. Obviously, Jack Dom did not expect to have to pull Cody Butt after an inning and 2/3, but same position that Wareham was in yesterday.
Yeah, Montalbano added to the roster back on July 17th, making his second appearance in 8 days, with 2 on and 1 away, facing the leadoff hitter Dylan Dubovic. Runner takes off for second, grounded left side. And Apple sprints in. The play at first is in time, but Wareham adds another 3-0 after the sac ground out from Dubovic.
Take that all day. Really nice job from Dubovic, knowing his role, putting the ball in play, scoring the run, and you take advantage of all 3 walks that were issued by Cody Butt.
And Connor Cuff tries to extend the inning. Here with 2 outs, already 3-0 Wareham. Feels like, especially when you look at what Katuit's doing, the Gatemen need this one. Good start. DeGiorgio at second. Cuff takes inside. Base hit with 2 outs, could definitely score DeGiorgio. Plenty of speed at second. One and 0. Montalbano sets. And the pitch. Ground ball right side. Should be an easy one for Austin Maley, and it is. So Cooper Montalbano comes in and picks up 2 straight outs, but Cody Butt lets 2 across, and another one comes in on his line. Wareham leads it 3-0 through 2, and Jordan Stevens, after a long break, tries to continue this scoreless stretch.
Get your merch at the Wareham Gatemen website and click shop to view our latest merch drops. The 2026 Gatemen Kids Clinic registration is live and open. Starting next week, kids will have the chance to be taught by Gatemen coaches and players. For more information, visit the Wareham Gatemen website for dates, times, prices, and opportunities for your kids to have the most memorable week of their summer.
Top of the third at Spillane Field. Wareham leads it 3-0 over Falmouth after Henry DeGiorgio's 2 RBI single and Dylan Dubovic's sack ground out, and Jordan Stevens approaching that pitch limit, Dan, but he has cruised through his first 2 frames.
And it's been really good work overall. He's just been putting down hitters throughout the day. He has not let up a hit so far, just the singular walk. You want to talk about efficiency. He has been doing a really good job tonight. Looks to keep that going here in the top of the third. Here's the good news. He's got some run support now, too. He's only thrown 27 pitches. You hope he can go to at least the 5-inning mark in this game.
He'll face the 8-9-1 hitters here in the third. Gavin Greger, Mark Gialusi, and Fabio Peralta. Pitched a clean 1-2-3 second, Dan, and right now the fastball has been overpowering for this Falmouth lineup, coming off its best offensive outing of the summer.
And that's why Wareham has really been succeeding. They've had good pitching. It's been good production offensively, taking advantage of the Falmouth mistakes, and you hope that they can just keep the momentum rolling.
Stevens back to work. Top of the third, pitching with some run support at his back. Lefty, righty, lefty due up here in the third. Out of the windup, Stevens' first pitch of the third is a 94-mile-an-hour fastball outside for ball 1. Greger, the right fielder from Rutgers, batting .220 this summer. Pitch inside, just in at the knees on Greger. Was 1 for 5 with an RBI yesterday in the 15-7 win. A 2-ball, no strike count. Greger's first outing of the summer against Wareham. Pitch. Flied out of play. 2-1 the count.
You can keep that foul ball courtesy of attorney Glenn Hannington, his daughter Tennis, and his grandsons Chase and Ryan.
After Falmouth got just 1 1/3 from its starter Cody Butt. Offense trying to respond, and it's over the glove of Cuff. Hit on a frozen rope, and Greger trying for second. The throw on time, on target, and Gavin Greger trying to stretch it into extra bases is cut down. Gateman defense stays alert, and the putout comes in from the center fielder, Dylan Dubovic.
I mean, really, what are you doing there? You haven't had a hit all game long, and you decide to stretch it. on a clear single to left field. Like, what do you think's going to happen right there? That's just not a great decision on your first base hit of the game. I know that the outfield grass there kind of makes the ball die. Sometimes you can stretch it, but that was as clear as single as possible right there.
And especially when you're getting production from the bottom of your order. That's the 8th hitting Greger that is cut down. Now Mark Gialusi digs in. Batting 9th, the catcher from Villanova in just his 3rd game of the summer. One-0. Stevens deals. Fly ball, shallow right field. Groen comes in, calls off to Giorgio at second. And 2 up, 2 down. And Stevens, a guy that, with that pitch count kind of looming overhead, pretty nice from his defense to get him that first out.
Pretty nice from Gavin Greger to decide to run to second to help him out as well there. It's been good stuff, and if Falmouth is going to keep making mistakes like that at the plate, keep walking hitters, it's going to continue to be a good night for the Gatemen.
Fabio Peralta digs in. Pitch. In there for a called strike. Peralta did strike out his first time up. One of just 2 punch-outs from Stevens. This is down. Count 1-1. Peralta 0 for his last 6, but has been a consistent producer for this Falmouth offense. Why he's back in the leadoff spot. 1-1. Deep drive. Left center, long run, and it one-hops the wall. Peralta can chug for 3. Instead, he puts on the brakes. Nice job by Foster Apple to quickly throw it in. But a 2-out double for Fabio Peralta, and even more the reason why you ponder what the move there was from Gavin Greger.
Would have been 3-1 right now. If he hadn't extended it, I mean, that was still just a really costly decision by him.
And so 2nd hit of the day allowed from Jordan Stevens, but can pitch around it here with 2 outs in the 3rd. Braden Jeffries, the 3rd baseman from Michigan, steps in. Stevens, deep breath, the pitch. Outside 1-0. Jeffries was 3 for 6 with an RBI yesterday. A much more productive day than the last time he faced Wareham, where he went 1 for 5 with 4 strikeouts. 0 for 1 so far today. Swings and foul tips it into Nikolai's glove, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. Jeffries has obviously provided the offense for Falmouth, hitting .363 from the left side, but also an easy starter every day for Jack Dahm because of the defense. A Gold Glove winner at 3rd base this past spring with Michigan. The first ever Wolverine to take home the Gold Glove at that position, and just the 7th ever in Big Ten history.
Impressive stuff.
Trying to become as well-rounded of a player as possible for Tracy Smith in Ann Arbor. 1-2, the pitch. Foul tipped away. Jeffrey stays alive in a 1-2 count.
And Stevens tried to work him inside there and jam him. It nearly worked, but he got a piece.
He'll be a rising junior. One and 2. Wide out of play, and a really nice job here from Braden Jeffries, continuing to battle. Has been a second half player for Falmouth. Made his debut on June 30th. Here for the stretch run, Commodores playing much better baseball as of late. 1-2, Peralta on the move. Nikolai's throw down to 3rd, and it skips in and out of the glove of Ashatino. Looked like they had Peralta dead to rights. But instead, it'll be a 2-ball, 2-strike count with 2 away.
I'm just confused by all the base running decisions in this inning, really, from Falmouth. Your runner's already in scoring position. You're stealing on a 2-1 count with 2 outs. He's running on contact anyways.
Now the 2-2. Doesn't matter. Called strike 3. Jordan Stevens slams the door on that threat. Falmouth's potential first run is stranded 90 feet away. A couple of hits, no runs, no errors in the field, and 1 runner left on base. Wareham tries to extend its 3-0 lead against the reliever, Cooper Montalbano.
Cranberry Federal Credit Union stands apart by combining the heart of a community-driven credit union with the spirit of an educator. We don't just offer banking. We teach, guide, and support every step of the way, ensuring our members gain the confidence and financial stability to thrive. With deep local roots and a commitment to lifelong learning, we're more than a financial institution. We're a partner in your success. Finding a good personal injury attorney is very difficult. If you or your family member have been involved in an accident, hurt at work, suffered a slip and fall, or have been injured due to the negligence of someone else, contact the lawyers at Reddy Kiernan and McNally LLP today. They are experienced trial attorneys who practice in all the courts in the Commonwealth. The firm has been recognized by Best Lawyers in America for outstanding legal representation. Contact Reddy Kiernan and McNally LLP today. The firm is located at 267 Main Street in Wareham. Reddy Kiernan and McNally LLP also has offices in New Bedford and Falmouth. Call 508-295-0286 or visit their website at www.rkm-law.com. Cranberry Federal Credit Union has been proudly serving the community of Wareham since 1962. Please check out our rates for your borrowing needs. For the parents of children, explore a Cranberry Kids Club account and its 5% annual percentage rate for the first $500 deposited. Cranberry Federal Credit Union. We are harvesting financial success.
Bottom of the 3rd at Spillane Field, and Wareham with an early domination after 3 runs, both in that 2nd inning. Dan, they try and add on to the lead after forcing Cody Butt out of the game.
Just took advantage of Cody Butt's mistakes. I mean, he hit a batter, walked 2 in a row, and then Wareham puts a couple of hard hit balls into play, score 3 runs. That's how you do it, and that's simply what they haven't done over the last 3 games.
So Cody Butt's final line, he goes 1 1/3 in his Cape debut, allows 1 hit, 3 runs, all of which earned, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, and exits with a 20.25 ERA. Clean inning here for Montalbano against the 3-4-5 hitters, starting with Levi Clark of the Gatemen. Pitch outside for ball 1. Clark walked in the 1st inning. That was all Wareham maneuvered in that opening frame. It was the 2nd where they really did all of the damage. 3 runs on just 1 hit. Self-inflicted mistakes is what did Cody Butt in. Clark ahead 2-0. See if Clark needs to put one in play this time around. Montalbano sets. And the 2-0. Smoked into the gap. Peralta long run, and a diving grab prevents a single from Levi Clark. Montalbano points out to his center fielder and helps him out, because right there, that was a potential leadoff base runner that was denied by a heck of an effort from the center fielder.
Oh, Peralta saw the play that Carter Groen made out in right field a couple of innings ago. Thought he could match it, and that play was just as good. Full extension, saves a base hit, maybe an extra base hit.
The defense has been on full display today. In steps Cohen Nicolai. Pitch called a strike. Nicolai struck out swinging his first time up. It was the only strikeout of Cody Butt's day. Pitch inside. A 1-1 count now on Nicolai. Had the home run yesterday. Snapped a little bit of a hitless stretch Back-to-back hitless games entering the matchup with the Kettleers. Every time you say that name, right now at this point in the season, a score update has to come with it. Top of the fifth, Catuit still with that 4-0 lead on Harwich. Wareham chasing a couple of games. Pitch outside. Talked about Cody Butt's control issues. Montalbano lets that one get away from him.
Well, this also really puts all the pressure now on Wareham. You have to win this game, really. I mean, you don't have to, but you really, really, really want to. You want to stay close to Catuit, obviously with both results holding in a hypothetical world.
And the 3-1 high, and first base runner of the day allowed from Montalbano. And it's a 5-pitch walk. Nicolai reaches first for the first time today.
Well, that's what Wareham did so well in the last inning. Worked those counts hard against Butt, got the walks, took advantage of the walks. You got still the middle of the order here. Let's see what they can do with it.
And Carter Groen digs in now, who had a really, really hard hit ball out to center field. Peralta stole another single. His defense has been eye-opening today. Nicolai creeps off of first. Out straight back, 0-1.
Groen screaming to himself after that pitch, nodding his head. He liked that one, and I mean, he fouled it straight back.
Sure, he wants that one back. Throw over to first. Nicolai back standing. Wareham with that 3-0 lead early on after 3 runs in the second. Right-hander. Nicolai on the move. The pitch lined out of play. An aggressive maneuver early on from the Gatemen on the base paths.
Well, it's because he got a ridiculous lead there off of first. He probably had 5 shuffles off of first base before Montalbano even started to come home. So Nicolai was watching him the entire time. You could see him. It's full smiles right there over at first base. He knows he should not have had that big of a lead.
And now Montalbano looks over his shoulder. And a throw to first.
On the speedy Cohen Nicolai.
I think that's kind of where, obviously, if you're growing and you have the pitch that you like, that last one that he swung at was middle, but almost certainly had that if you're Nicolai. Another throw back to first, and Nicolai not taking as big of a lead as what he had prior.
I don't think he'll get that big of a lead again for the rest of the season, probably.
Wouldn't surprise me. 0-2, and the pitch home. Slap to the left side and foul. Groen stays alive. Yeah, it's been with Wareham for a good chunk of time now. Made his debut on July 3rd, but has played in just 7 games.
Been in every other game type of guy for the Gatemen.
The 0-2. Montalbano sets and goes to first again. He has been pounding the middle of the zone here against Carter Groen. All 3 pitches in the middle. With 1 out, and another throw to first.
This is ridiculous. I'm sorry to get in your way here, Adam, but just we cannot be doing 4 pickoff attempts on Cohen Nicolai.
How's the 5th?
I've lost track.
5 too many, if you ask me. And now a bigger lead. A pitch outside, and that time he should have gone.
He was basically in the middle of first and second right there, and he didn't go.
It's been interesting because when he's got the bigger lead, he hasn't gone, and Montalbano doesn't check on him. Long pause, throwing off the timing back to first, and finally forces a dive from Nikolai.
This has to be a season high for pickoff attempts on Cohen Nikolai.
Career high. Matches it,
No doubt
maybe
about
surpasses
it.
it. You see the first baseman, Tommy Harrison, laughing too.
That's a joke over there right now.
Groen drives it into deep right field. Long run for Gregor, and it rolls all the way to the wall. Nikolai hightailing into third. He's held up there, and a long turn. Thought about it, but elects otherwise with just one out. But Carter Groen has his first double since his debut on July 3rd. Wareham with a pair in scoring position.
You love to see that. He just flared it down the right field line. Too far of a chase for Gregor. The unfortunate part is that if Nikolai stole on that pitch, he would have scored. The one he actually doesn't go on. And Groen had eyes for third on that one as well. But you can't ask for anything more. Hard hit ball into right field. You set yourself up a time now for the Northeastern guys to come through with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, Nikolai just had to make sure that one was getting past the glove of a chasing Gregor. Now A.J. Ashatino looks at a first pitch changeup down and away for ball one. Still yet to see Ashatino put a ball in play. It was the pinch runner yesterday in the ninth inning for Cohen Nikolai, who he can drive in here with a sacrifice or a hit. 1-0 inside, and he just got hit again. Second time today that A.J. Ashatino has been hit with a pitch, and it loads the bases for the second straight inning.
Something about A.J. Ashatino and getting hit.
Ball's a magnet to him right now.
Certainly, and Wareham not going to complain about it. A chance for his teammate to really blow the game open.
Cooper Tarantino, the designated hitter today. We saw earlier Henry DiGiorgio drive in Ashatino and Tarantino. Now he tries to do what his teammate did, but he looks at a first pitch fastball at 90 miles an hour. Walked and scored last inning. Wareham, like you said, Dan, break this game open. Breaking ball inside. Slider at 76, and the count's 1-1. Nikolai on third, he walked. Groen on second with the double, and Ashatino not being held on at first with the hit by pitch. 1-1. Got on and missed. Tarantino, 6'1", 210-pound rising junior. With the bases loaded and one out from the windup. Outside, ball two. Another long break in the third base dugout for Jordan Stevens. Nobody up and throwing. 3 scoreless so far for the right-hander on his way to South Carolina. The 2-2, swing and a miss. With one out and the bases loaded, that's certainly not what you're looking for. Try to put one in play and force something from the defense. That time, Tarantino can't, and there's 2 gone.
Foster Apple coming to the plate now as well with the bases loaded. Worked a walk last time. That was against the starter, but he needs to just try and put something in play. And like you mentioned, Adam, make this Falmouth defense make a play.
Foster Apple, right-handed left fielder. First pitch he takes up and in. Apple walked his last time up, made it over to third on the 2 RBI single from DiGiorgio before coming in on the ground out from Dylan Dubovic. 1-0, outside. Feels like right now when Montalbano misses, he misses badly.
That is true. Missed inside on the first one, out on the second. It's clearly trying to work around Foster Apple a little bit. Just needs to locate the zone.
2-0. Fly ball, sky high. Foul ground, Gregor on the move, and he runs out of space. It'll just be strike one on Apple.
This would be a really impressive jam to snake out of here from Montalbano.
Especially in a 3-0 game.
Middle of the order coming to the plate as well for Falmouth on the other side of things. This could be the game right here either way.
And you've seen with this Falmouth offense, you stay within striking distance and they can make you pay. They did so yesterday in the late stages against Hyannis. Offering misses outside to Apple. Yesterday it was just absolute domination late in the game. 7 runs in the 8th and 9th inning. 3-1. Outside and a walk issue to Foster Apple, and Nikolai can jog in, and Wareham adds to its lead, 4-0.
Good plate discipline right there all around from Apple. It wasn't a competitive pitch on the last one there. He's worked back-to-back walks in this game, which is an encouraging sign. Cracking some jokes with Curtis Byrne over there at the first base bag. And Henry DeGiorgio, the man who delivered the 2 RBI single in the first, looks to do so again here.
Yeah, he had the bases loaded with that line drive to right. That was against Cody Butt, this time facing Cooper Montalbano, who delivers a first pitch fastball outside for ball 1. DeGiorgio had RBIs 7 and 8 of his summer last time up. Can add to it here with another hit. 1-0. Outside and another pitch off target. DeGiorgio with just his second game of the summer with multiple RBIs. Outside. And now Montalbano just 1 pitch away from walking in another run.
He's just kind of lost it control-wise over the last few batters. Ever since the hit by pitch, really.
The leadoff hitting Dylan Dubovic on deck. 3-0. In there. Called strike outside corner. Needed that one.
Get me over fastball.
Groen on third. Ashatino off of second. Apple, the base runner at first. 3-1. Ground ball, right side, and another one that gets through for a base hit. Groen is in. It gets away from Gregor for a second. DeGiorgio on to second, and he's in there safely. And a 2 RBI single from Henry DeGiorgio. That's now 4 driven in for the second baseman out of Northeastern. Wareham leads at 6-0.
Bing bong, Henry DeGiorgio. How about a 4 RBI day from the kid? That's something we really haven't seen all summer, 4 RBIs from a singular player. DeGiorgio producing, bottom of the order, bases loaded twice, does the same thing twice. Jack Dom upset, though, about his dive into second. Falmouth thought that they had him, and he is having a long conference on the first base side with the umpire, Glenn Stewart.
And a little swim move there from Henry DeGiorgio. Gatemen with a 6-0 lead. Tied for their largest lead of the season. And Jack Dom makes a call to the bullpen. So after a dreadful start from Cody Butt, another tough day for Cooper Montalbano. The starter Butt goes 1 1/3. The first arm out of the pen, Montalbano, goes 1 1/3. Jack Dom makes his second call to the bullpen. New arm into the game when we return here on the home of Wareham Gatemen baseball.
Hey Gatemen fans, give it up for a hometown MVP, Harvey Waste and Recycling. Just like the Gatemen cleanup on the field, Harvey keeps our communities clean every day. Big hits, clean streets, and reliable service you can count on. Now that's a winning team. Visit elharveynewbedford.com or call 508-995-0544. Harvey New Bedford, keeping Wareham game ready all season long.
Searching for a golf cart, street legal low-speed vehicle, or utility vehicle? Come visit C2 Vehicles in Wareham or online at c2vehicles.com. Trusted across the South Coast, Cape and Island since 1978, C2 Vehicles has the ride for work, play, and everything in between. Broken PS5 or Xbox? A-Plus Repair specializes in all repairs, including game consoles, computers, smartphones, and tablets. Walk-ins are welcome, and most repairs are done in less than an hour. 508-962-2394 or aplusrepairs.net for more info.
Reed Custom Soils, a subsidiary of the AD Makepeace Company, is New England's most experienced precision soil blender. Reed is the leading provider of lightweight planting soil for green roof installation, stabilized stone dust for nature paths and pedestrian walkways, bioretention and rain garden soils, and specialized soils for athletic fields, including your Spillane Field. To learn more, visit reedcustomsoils.com.
A tough day for Cooper Montalbano. Henry DiGiorgio shoots between the gap and gives Wareham a 6-0 lead. Forces the hand of the skipper, Jack Dahm. It's another Alyssa Watling intuitive pitching change. We get a JUCO rising sophomore out of Golden West College. Alex Stern takes the mound.
22 2/3 pitched there this past season out in Huntington Beach. Nice and sunny out there in California. For him, he had 9 walks compared to 22 strikeouts, so a high strikeout guy. And you're going against the man who strikes out the most right now on Wareham and Dylan Dubovic, so a chance to kind of freeze this jam. But Dubovic has had a couple of hard hit balls today, looking to add on more. It's already 6-0.
And 2 outs, runners on second and third. Stearns' first pitch is downstairs for ball 1. Tries the fastball. Talked about earlier the starter with the fastball that was 84 to 86. The reports we got say Stearns' fastball 82 to 84.
Oof.
The 1-0 with 2 in scoring position outside. Dubovic with 3 walks, 33 strikeouts this summer. He's grounded out to short both of his 2 times up. Last one, though, it drove in a run. But no sacrifice situation here. In a 6-0 game with 2 on and 2 in scoring position. Stearns' pitch got on and missed. Dubovic wanted it.
He liked it.
Center fielder did have a home run last time up against Falmouth. That was at Gov Fuller Field. 2-1, Stearns, deep breath, comes home. Downstairs, 3-1 on Dylan Dubovic. First base open after DiGiorgio tried to take advantage of a lethargic Falmouth defense. Had to evade the tag. Made it in safely. 3-1 with 2 away. Stern comes home. Out straight back. Dubovic had the hitter's advantage. Liked it. Wanted it. Couldn't come up that time.
He's on it right now. He really is. A couple of pitches, he's fouled straight back to the screen.
8th hitter to the plate this inning for Wareham. Single here could score 2. Gatemen already with a 6-0 lead. The payoff. Popped out of play. Dubovic just pokes at it. Outer third. Stern, a guy that was exclusively out of the pen for Golden West. Same role here today. 3-2 with 2 away. Outside, and that's ball 4. Nobody comes in, but Connor Cuff comes up, and right now the most dangerous hitter in this Wareham lineup with the bases loaded. A 6-0 game.
Certainly not a position that Falmouth wants to be in, but for Wareham, let's go Connor Cuff. Time to rip one into the gap and really put this game to bed.
Dubovic on first, DiGiorgio off of second. Ashatino at third. Stern sets, first pitch to Cuff. He drills. Greger comes in, it sinks in front of him. 1 run is in. DeGiorgio scores without a throw. And a first pitch fastball. Cuff attacks and gives Wareham its largest lead of the summer. 8-0 Gatemen.
Woo! The bats are hot right now. Connor Cuff just blowing it open. You'd love to see it right now for Wareham. If my records are correct, this is the first time that the Gatemen have batted around in an inning all summer long.
Yeah, I think you're right. So now it's
Take that as you will.
Yeah, Levi Clark now comes in, who led off this inning and smoked a line drive to center field. And Fabio Peralta with an outstanding catch. First pitch, breaking ball, comes right down the middle, but I think Clark wanted to just see one.
And that was a meatball. 73-mile-per-hour curveball, middle of the zone.
Behind 0-1 with 2 outs. Another breaker outside, though. Clark didn't like it. Count evens 1-1. 10th batter to the plate this inning for the Gatemen. In the bottom of the third. Stern delivers. Outside, ball 2.
I say Levi Clark work the walk, set it up, and let Cohen and Clyde just smash a curveball for the grand slam.
Take the solo lead in the Cape League for home runs. Big lead from Dubovic off of second, pitch inside, and it's called a strike. Stern not too worried about the base runners. I think right now in an 8-0 game, you just try and get out of the inning with no further damage done. Wareham hasn't stolen a base today either. And now Stern steps off and throws to second. Two the count with 2 on and 2 away. Bottom of the third. 8-0 Gatemen lead it. Pitch to Clark. Breaking ball, hit up the middle, down for a base hit. Dubovic gets the stop sign. He runs right through it. Peralta goes to second, not in time. And Dubovic scores on the RBI single. And Wareham leads it 9-0 off the RBI from Levi Clark.
There you go. It just keeps getting better for Wareham. So many runs have come across here. I'm starting to lose count, but it's been really good. And now a chance for Cohen Nikolai, the big fly, to send 1 yard.
Nikolai, no hits today.
I mean, this is tailor-made here. You got a 75-mile-per-hour guy throwing the curveball.
Did talk to him early on. He actually prefers higher velocity. That time, Stern tries with the velocity. Dots the outside corner for strike 1. Wareham leads it 9-0. Stern looks in. Swings and misses at the slider downstairs.
The chance behind us hit a home run from the kids in the bleachers. I'm right there with them. I want to see it just as much as they do.
It's a great crowd here, and they're getting into it.
This is the guy to do it.
Stern takes a couple of looks at second. The 0-2 outside. So the last out was Cooper Tarantino, who bats 7th. Since then, 5 guys have stepped in with 2 outs and extended this inning. The 1-2 outside. Count evens at 2-2.
Still a chance for a home run.
The kids want it.
I'm still a kid. I'm not 21 yet. I want a home run.
Physically or mentally?
Both.
2-2 the count. The pitch. Outside, and Clyde thought it was ball 4. Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Cohen. Get back in that box.
Oh, no.
But here's the positive news. He can now hit a home run with the ball.
And as we were talking about our ages, we're going to need to talk to him after the game about counting to
No
4.
doubt. I mean, he's a catcher today.
1, 2, 3, 4. Count 3-2. 6th pitch of the at-bat. Runners on the move. Pitch outside, and now it's ball 4. So Stern does not give one for Nikolai to launch out of the yard, but the bases are loaded for Carter Groen.
And Groen had a double down the right field line. Hit a grand slam, now the chance, and why not?
Dan, I have news to report.
Yes.
The chants have changed from hit a home run to hit a grand slam.
You weren't listening to me. I just told you that.
Oh, sorry. Well, I was too busy writing Cohen Nikolai's walk. Sorry. All right, Carter Groen digs in.
Grand slam time.
It's a 9-0 game. Wareham's far and away its largest lead of the season. Pitch outside, and it's 1-0.
One more run would put them at the mercy rule just within the first 3 innings of the game. But obviously that wouldn't even come true till after the top of the 7th. Still a long way to go.
We know what this Falmouth offense can do. They scored 15 runs yesterday. The 1-0. Well high, and Stern immediately licks the fingers. That one got away from him. It's a 2-0 count.
Sure, they scored 15 runs, but did they have hit a grand slam chance?
No.
No, they did not.
Bases are loaded with Connor Cuff at second, Levi Clark at second, and Cohen Nikolai off of first. The 2-0. Outside corner called a strike. Rowan wanted to see one across the zone. Obviously, it's a little late, but Montalbano's final line, he goes 1 1/3, gives up 2 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. 2 walks and 1 strikeout. Exits with a 15.43 ERA. 2-1 to Groen downstairs, and it gets by. Cuff comes in, tries it himself, not in time, and Connor Cuff scores on the pass ball, and Wareham has a 10-0 lead in the 3rd.
Woohoo! More runs, and more runs for the Gatemen.
That was aggressive. And a 3-1 count with 2 outs.
I love it.
Gialucci tried to do it himself. In front of the biggest crowd of the season, Wareham is putting on a show. Three and 1 with 2 on. Cut on and missed. Groen wanted it badly.
He wanted the home run right there. I hope these fans get their wish at some point throughout this game.
Groen was actually the first hit of this inning. He had the double. Up for the 3rd time today. It's the 3rd inning. Stern's payoff. Fly ball, right field. Greger works into foul ground, and it's out of play.
Started laughing because the fans behind us started going bananas on that fly ball. They thought that one was gone off the bat.
Probably had about 100 more feet to go. They're back into it, though. Three and 2. On already the 100th pitch of the day for Falmouth. Comes home. Outside, ball 4, bases loaded again.
My goodness.
I have good news, Dan. The chant will revert back to the hit a grand slam.
Let's go.
Which is easily my favorite.
I have bad news for you,
2.
though. AJ Ashatino's getting hit here on the first pitch he's thrown to him.
If history repeats itself, you would certainly be correct.
A mound visit first, though. What do you say here?
That was actually exactly what I was about to ask you. Hey, you're the analyst right now. I tee you up for that. What do you say?
It's a 10-0 game. Throw some strikes.
Alex Stern has still yet to record an out. He's thrown 26 pitches.
It's poor.
We are in the bottom of the third. It is a 10-0 game.
What's going through Jordan Stevens' head right now? He's been sitting there for a solid half an hour at this point.
Yeah, I actually am watching him walk back into the dugout. We haven't monitored this, but no doubt in my mind, he just went out to left field and started throwing a bullpen.
Oh, for sure.
Have you ever seen that, a guy go out and throw a bullpen in the middle of an inning?
Obviously, in the majors, it's easier for guys just to go into the tunnel and throw some pitches down in the tunnel, but not this season for the Gatemen, that's for sure.
So bases are loaded for A.J. Ashatino. Yet to record an at-bat. Third time to the plate this summer. Still in his first start of the summer. With 2 outs in a 10-0 game. Pitch from Stern. Out straight back. Ashatino wanted it. Clark on third, Nikolai at second, and Groen at first. It's already been a 7-run third for the Gatemen. Stern collects himself. Big chance. Swing and a miss. Ashatino behind, 0-2. Right now, this mound visit, despite a 10-0 game, looking like a beneficial maneuver. Stern, the 0-2 inside. Nearly got a piece of Ashatino, too.
I don't know if we're ever going to see him not be hit.
We'll see if he waits for enough pitches. It might happen, but super aggressive early on. Both pitches were inner third. He chokes up on the bat. They're in a 2-strike count with 2 outs. Base is still loaded. Wareham trying to add on to 7 runs already this inning. Pitch. Stays alive. Spoils it foul. That was one of those where you just choke up, see it close to the zone, do everything you can to flip your hands out at it. One, 2 the count, 2 away. Stern still yet to record an out. The 1-2. Ashatino loads up, holds a swing. This would be far and away the biggest win of the year for the Gatemen. Dan, with our scoreboard watching, you want to provide a quick update ahead of the 2-2?
4-2, Katuitt, bottom half of the 6th, but the Mariners with a little bit of a rally, 2-spot.
Ashatino, broken bat, flare shot, shallow right field, scores 1 run, and Nikolai gets the stop sign at third. But a broken bat, 2-strike, 2-out single, and that's how A.J. Ashatino gets his first knock of the summer with the Gatemen. It's 11-0 Wareham.
I mean, is this inning ever going to end? We've been here for a solid 30 minutes at this point.
I hope not. Is there a way that we can get a number on that? Anyone in our control room?
I would ask beat reporter Jack Knight, but he has other duties tonight.
I agree. I see him out there, but I'm not sure we're going to get him. Right on right to Cooper Tarantino. Outside ball 1. Tarantino was actually the last hitter to record an out for Wareham. And since then, the Gatemen have sent 9 to the plate with no outs. We got word, Dan. Give me your guess right now. How long this half inning's been going?
36 minutes.
Okay, did you see it?
No, I did not. Promise you.
That was good. Deep drive, left field. Luigi on the move, and he can't make the catch. 2 runs are in. Tarantino into second. It's Wareham 13-0, and Groen and Nikolai cross. And this is an absolutely dominant performance at Spillane Field.
This is absurd. Absolutely absurd right now. I don't think I've seen 13 runs scored in 2 2/3 in a long time. That's a lie, too. It's 13-0. It's not 14-0. Don't listen to the scoreboard.
Counting is hard. We've learned that too often this season. Brings up Foster Apple. Pitch outside corner, called a strike. Alex Stern, Dan, still has yet to record a strike. And
I'm starting to feel bad for him.
Do we see a position player at this point? It's 13-0 in the bottom of the third. He's thrown 35 pitches, and he hasn't recorded an out. Popped up, out of play, and the count's 0-2.
Just to provide you the final score update. 4-3 after 6 in Harwich.
Harwich gets another one in this climb back. Stern ahead in the count, 0-2 against Apple with 2 in scoring position. The pitch outside, ball 1. Joe Gravina, the home plate umpire, does not budge.
If I'm Gravina, I might have just called that a strike.
Couple of Huskies on the base paths. Tarantino at second, Ashatino at third. 1-2 on Apple. Stern fires. Breaking ball outside. Gialucci tried to frame it on that outside corner. Doesn't get the call. It's 2-2. Scoreboard back to correct. It says 13-0.
There we go.
Wareham with 7 hits. 2-2 on the way to Apple. Breaking ball high of the zone for ball 3. Fourteenth hitter of the inning for Wareham. Gatemen have fully batted around with 2 outs. The payoff. Low of the zone, ball 4, bases loaded again.
Oh my goodness.
And Alex Stern. I mean, when do you give him the pull? Nobody is getting better in this situation. This isn't even a workout of adversity.
No.
And Jordan Stevens is walking back from where the clubhouse is. His day might be done.
This is egregious. Just overall.
This inning, 10 runs, 15 batters, 6 hits, 70 pitches already. And now Henry DeGiorgio, the 9th hitting second baseman, tries to add on to it. First pitch inside for ball 1. We have not seen a position player throw this summer, Dan.
I think you're going to see it today at some point.
Falmouth firmly in the playoffs. Pitch inside, 2 balls, no strikes. This is game 34 of the summer for them. The Gatemen obviously one behind after the rain out against Orleans. That will be made up on Thursday, July 30th. Two-0 count. DeGiorgio already with 4 RBIs today. And the pitch. High fly ball. Deep to right field. That ball is just foul. Henry DeGiorgio was just feet away from a grand slam.
You can see the smile right there. The kid's almost got it.
Dan, I don't want to sell him out, but Joe Gravina, the home plate umpire, was also smiling.
How can you not be? It's 13-0.
And that was absolutely torched off the bat of Henry DeGiorgio. But now the count 2-1. Now one left middle. And the pitch from Stern. Popped up. This should end it. Jeffrey's over and in Fairground makes the play. And as the lights come on, fans start clapping. Stern gets that out finally after 44 pitches, but Wareham puts up a 10 spot. How about that for a crooked number? It's Gatemen 13, Commodores nothing as we turn it to the 4th.
As Jackson and Jamison will compete in today's Dizzy Bat Race, sponsored by Chipotle.
Cranberry Federal Credit Union stands apart by combining the heart of a community-driven credit union with the spirit of an educator. We don't just offer banking. We teach, guide, and support every step of the way, ensuring our members gain the confidence and financial stability to thrive. With deep local roots and a commitment to lifelong learning, we're more than a financial institution. We're a partner in your success. Finding a good personal injury attorney is very difficult. If you or your family member have been involved in an accident, hurt at work, suffered a slip and fall, or have been injured due to the negligence of someone else, contact the lawyers at Reddy Kiernan and McNally LLP today. They are experienced trial attorneys who practice in all the courts in the Commonwealth. The firm has been recognized by Best Lawyers in America for outstanding legal representation. Contact Reddy Kiernan and McNally LLP today. The firm is located at 267 Main Street in Wareham. Reddy Kiernan and McNally LLP also has offices in New Bedford and Falmouth. Call 508-295-0286 or visit their website at www.rkm-law.com. Cranberry Federal Credit Union has been proudly serving the community of Wareham since 1962. Please check out our rates for your borrowing needs. For the parents of children, explore a Cranberry Kids Club account and its 5% annual percentage rate for the first $500 deposited. Cranberry Federal Credit Union. We are harvesting financial success.
Through Stadionic, we help programs plan, build, and elevate sports facilities.
After a 10-run bottom half of the third, we've hit the fourth inning. Dan Shalam with you alongside Adam Hipsky here in Wareham, and what is a 13-0 ball game in favor of the Gatemen. Anthony Anzaldi is on for his first appearance of the summer, taking the place of the starter Jordan Stevens, who in his final start goes 3 innings of 2-hit, no-run ball with a walk and 3 strikeouts.
And you understand why. Jordan Stevens in that dugout for 45 minutes. But now a chance for Anthony Anzaldi. Even though it's a 13-0 game, you still get kind of your chance to show what you've got. A guy that pitched to a 5.05 ERA this past spring at NJIT. That's the New Jersey Institute of Technology. Across 19 appearances through 35 2/3. Gave up 20 earned runs, 18 walks, and 37 strikeouts, the 4th most on the Highlander staff.
So the Commodores put up 15 runs last night. Wareham with 13 here through the first 3 innings. It will start with Carter White. He will be the DH to lead off this 4th. First pitch from Anzaldi is in there for a strike. White walked back in the first, and just to recap, that inning was just so dominant. It was 16 hitters to the plate for the Gatemen. 10 runs, well on their way to this mercy rule, which is 10 after 7. No balls, 2 strikes. Anzaldi fires, and this ball is poked down the left field line. It will go foul. No balls, 2 strikes. That is the most dominant inning of Gatemen baseball that we've seen the entire summer.
Absolutely. And it's interesting because any inning that you put up 6 hits is a dominant inning. But
1-2, broken bat.
Yikes.
Split right in half.
Yeah, wood split today. And no matter how way you chop it up, that was a pretty bad inning for Falmouth. But it was a lot of walks, too. Hit by pitch to Ashatino. And then outside of that, 6 walks in the inning.
Yep.
So if there's ever an inning where you're throwing 6 walks, it's not good.
No. Not at all, and it certainly came back to bite them. Alex Stern just pitched a singular 1/3 of an inning and let up 5 runs in that time. Just straight nutty stuff. And with the Gatemen up by 13 runs, they're going to be scoreboard watching Katuitt down the stretch, up 4-3 in the top half of the 7th. See if the Kettleers can hold on. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Anzaldi's first batter he sees strikes him out, 1 down in the 4th.
How about that? And that's exactly what I'm talking about. So many new arms coming onto the Cape for the G-men this summer, and that's a chance right there where Anthony Anzaldi can start to show what you've got. Can you be a guy for this Wareham team down the stretch?
It is Tommy Harrison at the plate, the first baseman. First pitch. Misses down low, 4-1. Harrison struck out in the first. Anzaldi, really a 2-pitch mix for him. It's the fastball and the slider. Uses the fastball at 53%, slider at 34.5. The 1-0. Poke to the left side and down the line. Gets past Ashatino. Apple fields in the corner, but Harrison will stop at first. That's the 3rd hit of the ball game for Falmouth, and they have a base runner here in this 4th.
Feels like ages ago, but earlier it was kind of a similar spot where Gavin Greger tried to stretch it into a double. And point being is that this is 13-0, but it's not like this has been all Wareham and Falmouth just hasn't stood a chance.
Falmouth had some offensive production in those first three innings. 2 runners left on, 2 hits, but no runs to show for it. The first pitch here to Matthew Farner, the shortstop, misses upstairs, 4-1. Farner flew out into right field on a nice diving play from Carter Groen back in the 2nd. And Zaldi deals the 1-0 pitch, misses upstairs. 4-2. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch misses down low. Wareham on fire in this game. Falmouth has been terrified throughout after that 10-run bottom half of the 3rd. They've certainly pushed themselves ahead, but that's a 4-pitch walk from Anzaldi. And now Falmouth runners at first and second with 1 down here in the top of the 4th.
Talk about desire. This has been about as desirable of a game as it gets for Wareham. And the Gatemen trying to be freed from this 3-game losing streak.
Trying. They've got a 13-run cushion to break that streak. Jeff Luigi, the left fielder at the plate. Here's the first pitch. And Zaldi misses upstairs. Despite this being a 13-0 game, as Nikolai goes to talk with Anzaldi, this is still really Anzaldi's first time out there on the mound. He wants a strong showing. He doesn't want to let anything across.
No, and for a guy that's in the bullpen, your mindset has to be this game is 0-0, and you need to, every pitch you throw needs to be a strike, and you have to continue to attack hitters. Obviously, in the back of your mind, you're always going to pitch a little bit differently depending on the score, but listen, it's a guy that every run that he lets across goes on his line. And if you want to pitch down the stretch in some pivotal moments, and Wareham right now shaping up to be in a playoff race, you want to pitch in those types of situations.
And Zaldi set, fires. Misses up top. 2 balls, no strikes. And that Katuitt and Harwich game, 2 runs in the 2nd and 3rd for the Kettleers. Harwich with that 3 spot in the bottom of the 6th. They now come to bat in the bottom of the 7th. Wareham certainly needs them to tie up the game. 2-0 pitch cracked down the left field line. Do it again. 2 balls, 1 strike. Other notable scores, Brewster took down YD 5-1 earlier today. The Whitecaps now just 1 game out of the first place spot out there in the East. That race heating up.
Whitecaps hunting.
And Zaldi deals his 2-1. He misses on the outside corner. 3 balls and 1 strike. Falmouth just a pitch away from having the bases loaded, and they scored 15 runs yesterday. Who knows what they could pull out of their pocket? Never over till it's over. Luigi grounded out over to short. Back in the second. Pitch high and away, and the bases are loaded.
Anthony and Zaldi watching. And it's also a tough spot as Eric Luxus comes out. It's a tough spot because you don't really know when you're coming into the game. And once you decide, okay, Jordan Stevens' day is going to be done, then it's just a long wait of, okay, well, do we get him going now? And then that's a long bullpen, and everything gets kind of thrown off. And relievers are always going to have those types of situations. But right now it feels like Anzaldi, after the strikeout, just struggling to find his stuff.
It'll be Austin Maley to the plate, the second baseman, when the mound visit breaks. Grounded out. Over to first, back in the second inning.
Scoreboard watch. Dan, give it to us.
Is real. Harwich puts a runner on second, 1 down in the bottom half of the 7th. You and I should start doing play-by-play for that game at this point.
We're going to balance between the two.
Well, Kevin Harlan, 2 games at once. 2 and Maley can do here with the bases juice. First pitch from Anzaldi in there for strike 1. Katuitt offense that has really been much better than Harwich today, out hitting them 7-2. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Anzaldi. Fouled back behind the screen. He's up 0-2. Got Carter White to strike out to start off his outing, then let up a single, back-to-back walks. That's how we got here. Trying to work out of this jam, keep Falmouth off the board. The 0-2, grounded to the first base side, foul. Maley 1 for 5 yesterday. Oh, 2. Cut on and missed into the glove of Nikolai for strike 3.
Couple of strikeouts for Anzaldi. And still a chance to just work around a jam. You don't have to be perfect, but show that the mound visit was ultimately beneficial.
So with the bases loaded, 2 down, now Gavin Greger, the right fielder at the plate. Left on left for Anzaldi. First pitch popped up and foul ground on the left side. It'll drop foul. No balls, 1 strike. Greger had the first hit of the ball game for Falmouth an inning ago, which feels like an eon ago. About an hour ago at this point, really. But he tried to stretch a single into a double. Was nabbed by Foster Apple and Henry DeGiorgio over at second base. And Zaldi set deals. Called strike outside part of the plate, and he's quickly ahead 0-2, looking for 3 strikeouts to start off his first frame with the G-men. Oh, 2. Cracked up the middle. That ball is down. Coming in to score is Harrison. Farner trails him. And now, with Dubovic sleeping out in center field, it will be Farner to come home. He got the stop sign, waited there. Dubovic hesitated. He takes the free 90, and it's 13-2.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Dubovic had a tough time fielding this ball. Yeah, you see it right there. Just slips under the glove. And Farner originally stayed put, and then scored a run. So Anzaldi gives up a pair, and Falmouth on the board.
That is 2 singles today for Gavin Greger. And Mark Gialusi will look to keep the line moving. Flew out to right field last inning. First pitch from Anzaldi. Mile-high pop-up into center field. DeGiorgio ranges back from second, makes the head-high catch for out number 3. So Anzaldi comes in, lets up 2 runs in his first inning of work, but the Gatemen still comfortably ahead. It's 13-2 as we go to the bottom half of the 4th here on Cape League TV.
Hey, it's me, Wizzy. Water Whiz is the ultimate vacation. Huge slides, a not-so-lazy river, and more ways to cool off than you can count. Plan ahead and save. Tickets as low as $39.95. Rally your crew and lock in your date.
For a good piece of glass, call Abby, located at 3 Tyler Avenue in East Wareham. Call Abby Glass and Locks about getting a free quote for your windows, doors, locks, and other glass needs.
Hi, this is Stephen Goulston. Homeowners choose Mario's Roofing because we're fair, honest, and provide quality services. Call Mario's Roofing today for a free estimate. 781-344-2420. Mario's Roofing. We won't soak you to keep you warm and dry.
While contributing to the health and vitality of its communities. Banking solutions, including personal and business banking, residential mortgages.
Time for the top of the 5th, and it's an Alyssa Watling intuitive pitching change as we do some scores around the Cape. Wareham, obviously, with this 13-2 lead on Falmouth. Chatham takes a 4-2 lead on Orleans. And the one that we're all so concerned with, Cotuit 4, Harwich 3, Kettleers hanging on. There's still a base runner on second with 2 outs. Harwich down to its final 7 outs. Cotuit trying to slam the door. Bourne leading at 6-2 over Hyannis. Braves trying to bounce back after an outing yesterday. And then Brewster, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but a 5-1 win over YD, and that game absolutely massive for the East playoff race. It felt like the Red Sox were, for the most part, locked up, but Brewster has put together a little bit of a late surge as Dylan Dubovic digs in to start the 4th inning. And the new arm is Jack Turgeson, the right-hander from Mount Mercy, with a 4-pitch mix, fastball, slider, curveball, and a changeup. Dubovic lifts one out into center field. Could be hurricane to hurricane here, and it hangs up. Peralta makes the catch, and it is. So Dylan Dubovic flies out to his college teammate. And a good start for Jack Turgeson's day in the 4th. The scorebook is about to get awfully messy, I'll tell you. Because that is the 4th at-bat for Dylan Dubovic and Connor Cuff in 4 innings, which is fine. Levi Clark, who is also due up in this inning, will be up for the 3rd time in 2 innings. Cuff swings and misses. But right now, at this point in the summer on the Cape, there are really only 2 teams that are vying for a playoff spot. Feels like 7 of the 8 are locked up. Pitch is popped up into foul ground, and Tommy Harrison makes the play at first for the 2nd out.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Defensive changes for the Commodores. Now playing first base, number 28, A.J. Putty from Stanford.
So there are 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. And good news, everyone.
Nice to be back with you.
Dan's back.
Well, we had a little bit of a sticky situation with our...
Deep drive. center field, and Dylan Passo flies out to center. So he comes in and replaces Levi Clark, and Wareham goes 3 up, 3 down for the first time today. Dan will be back for a more extended period of time in the bottom of the 4th when we return.
Hey Gatemen fans, give it up for a hometown MVP, Harvey Waste and Recycling. Just like the Gatemen clean up on the field, Harvey keeps our communities clean every day. Big hits, clean streets, and reliable service you can count on. Now that's a winning team. Visit elharveynewbedford.com or call 508-995-0544. Harvey New Bedford, keeping Wareham game ready all season long.
Searching for a golf cart, street legal low-speed vehicle, or utility vehicle? Come visit C2 Vehicles in Wareham or online at c2vehicles.com. Trusted across the South Coast, Cape and Island since 1978, C2 Vehicles has the ride for work, play, and everything in between. Broken PS5 or Xbox? A Plus Repair specializes in all repairs, including game consoles, computers, smartphones, and tablets. Walk-ins are welcome, and most repairs are done in less than an hour. 508-962-2394 or aplusrepairs.net for more info.
Reed Custom Soils, a subsidiary of the AD Makepeace Company, is New England's most experienced precision soil blender. Reed is the leading provider of lightweight planting soil for green roof installation, stabilized stone dust for nature paths and pedestrian walkways, bioretention and rain garden soils, and specialized soils for athletic fields, including your Spillane Field. To learn more, visit reedcustomsoils.com.
Top half of the 5th here in Wareham, 13-2 scoreline. We give you the line score, show you how we got here. It was pretty even through the first couple innings. Wareham led 3-0 and then just blew it up. In the bottom of the 3rd, Falmouth with a couple of runs in the top half of the 4th off of the reliever Anthony Anzaldi, who has been pulled from the game. He goes 1 inning in his Gateman debut. Lets up 2 runs with 2 hits. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. One of those runs unearned. Micah Takis takes his spot on the mound. Takis making his first appearance since the 17th against the Bourne Braves. And that one an inning of work where he gave up an earned run with a walk. He has appeared twice this season over 2 innings. He has given up 2 earned runs, 1 in each outing. He will face the top of the order for Falmouth here in the 5th. Obviously, Wareham just needs to get to the top half of the 7th, up by 10 runs to end this game. So certainly something for Takis to play for, as the Gatemen would love to end this game off early. Fabio Peralta steps into the box. First pitch in there for strike 1. And not actually Fabio Peralta. That is A.J. Putty in the box for Falmouth. So Putty takes the spot of Peralta. And Takis, this is outside. Broken back, ground ball over to the right side. Charging on the play is DeGiorgio. He flips over to Passo, who takes the place of Clark over at first for the first out here in the top half of the 5th. No Adam last inning, or no me last half inning, no Adam this half inning. We'll be reunited hopefully next inning. 1 down. In an 11-run ball game where it was Falmouth getting its first 2 runs on the board in its last inning on offense. Now, Braden Jeffries, the third baseman at the plate, 0 for 2 in this game. Chops a pitch. Foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. For Takis, uses an interesting mix of pitches as he comes set. 1-1. Called strike, top part of the zone. Uses the fastball. Has that big breaker, which we just saw. Came in at 75 miles an hour. Likes to mix those up and really throw hitters off balance. 1-2. Big cut and a miss, and Takis has retired the first two hitters he has faced in this game. 2 down here in the top half of the 5th. It was a really nice stiff there from Takis. That's a Wareham team that has been coming alive in this game. 3 straight losses headed into this one. Playoffs looking bleak heading into this game, but looking much better tonight. Entered this game 2 games back officially, really 3 with the tiebreaker. As Takis finds a first pitch strike on the DH. Carter White currently Katuitt and Harwich battling. Bottom half of the 8th there, 4-3 in favor of the Kettleers as of right now. The 0-1 pitch is a sky-high pop-up in foul territory, first base side. Passo gets under it and makes the play. So after a lot of scoring between the 3rd and the 4th, these two teams trade 1, 2, 3 innings between the bottom half and the top half of the 5th. After 4.5 here at Spillane, it is a 13-2 ball game in favor of the Gatemen.
Cranberry Federal Credit Union stands apart by combining the heart of a community-driven credit union with the spirit of an educator. We don't just offer banking. We teach, guide, and support every step of the way, ensuring our members gain the confidence and financial stability to thrive. With deep local roots and a commitment to lifelong learning, we're more than a financial institution. We're a partner in your success. Finding a good personal injury attorney is very difficult. If you or your family member have been involved in an accident, hurt at work, suffered a slip and fall, or have been injured due to the negligence of someone else, contact the lawyers at Reddy Kiernan and McNally LLP today. They are experienced trial attorneys who practice in all the courts in the Commonwealth. The firm has been recognized by Best Lawyers in America for outstanding legal representation. Contact Reddy Kiernan and McNally LLP today. The firm is located at 267 Main Street in Wareham. Reddy Kiernan and McNally LLP also has offices in New Bedford and Falmouth. Call 508-295-0286 or visit their website at www.rkm-law.com. Cranberry Federal Credit Union has been proudly serving the community of Wareham since 1962. Please check out our rates for your borrowing needs. For the parents of children, explore a Cranberry Kids Club account and its 5% annual percentage rate for the first $500 deposited. Cranberry Federal Credit Union. We are harvesting financial success.
Back here in the bottom half of the 5th from Spillane Field, Dan Shalam with you alongside Adam Hipsky. In a 13-2 ball game, we take a look at the West Division rankings. The Bourne Braves clinched the playoffs yesterday with a win. They're the only clinched team, but you can say with confidence that it's going to be Hyannis and Falmouth. It's just a question of Katuitt and Wareham. Who's it going to be at the bottom of the standings? This game certainly with some big implications. And as we enter the bottom half of the 5th, Harwich has a base runner in the bottom half of the 8th with nobody out. That represents the tying run in that ball game. Here in Wareham, though, it'll be Kona Clyde, Carter Groen, and A.J. Ashatino. Still going against Jack Turgeson, the man from Mount Mercy, who pitched a 1-2-3 last inning. First pitch cracked over to the shortstop, Farner. He fields on a hop, throws to first. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Wareham getting a little aggressive in its approach against Turgeson. And Clyde, that's one that it sounds like you get a pretty good piece of it. Good contact, but the wood ends up kind of dies off the bat. And now one away.
Was middle right there, so. Definitely good pitch to swing at.
Yeah, I think both sides, it's a lot of pounding the zone offensively and swinging early in counts as well.
Carter Groen, the right fielder at the plate, takes a first pitch ball. Groen, 3 plate appearances tonight. Double, walked, all in the 3rd. Came around to score both times. Lined out into center back in the 2nd inning. Turgeson has retired 4 batters in a row since coming into the game. Misses up high here. The count is 2 balls. No strikes. Ferguson gets what he wants. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back to the screen. 2 balls, 1 strike.
For Wareham, every at-bat still matters. And if you're growing a guy that hasn't played a ton, not really been an everyday guy, every at-bat you still want to make it count.
The 2-1 pitch popped out of play on the first base side. You look ahead for Wareham after this game. At Chatham, at Hyannis, versus Katuitt.
3 winnable games.
It's a big stretch coming up, and you want to build the momentum here today. Two-two. Ground ball over to the third base side. Fielding and throwing to first is Jeffries. He makes it there in plenty of time. 5 straight retired from Turgeson, 2 down.
And it's not even just, okay, we've won a game, okay, we've put up 13 runs, okay, we've gotten through 7 innings and allowed just 2. It's guys are having more fun. It feels like, honestly, the first time in a long while that guys are, while playing, smiling and enjoying being here. I think that does more for
Ashatino launches a pitch into deep right field. Going back is Gregor. He's at the wall, leaps up, and he makes the catch. 6 up, 6 down, but you mentioned it, Adam. Fun has been a big aspect of it. Wareham, not a team that has had a lot to have fun about recently. They certainly are tonight. 13-2 after 5 innings here in Wareham on Cape League TV.
Get your merch at the Wareham Gatemen website and click shop to view our latest merch drops. The 2026 Gatemen Kids Clinic registration is live and open. Starting next week, kids will have the chance to be taught by Gatemen coaches and players. For more information, visit the Wareham Gatemen website for dates, times, prices, and opportunities for your kids to have the most memorable week of their summer.
We've hit the 6th inning here at Spillane Field. Dan Shalam with you alongside Adam Hipsky in what is a 11-run ball game. The sun's starting to set. Good crowd in attendance here tonight. And it's a new pitcher on the mound as well for Wareham after an inning of work from Mike Atakis. A move to the pen for DJ Merriweather, making his 2nd appearance for the G-Men.
5'11", 200-pound lefty. He'll be a rising senior at Austin Peay. He didn't have the outing that he wanted back on the 22nd against Brewster. Pitched 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 2 runs. Both were earned, and they were both off of a home run. So now, chance for DJ Merriweather to get back on the right foot heading into the home stretch.
Merriweather and this entire Wareham staff certainly hope so. He will face the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Tommy Harrison, Matthew Farner, Jeff Luigi here in this 6th. Falmouth will need 2 runs over the next 2 innings to keep this game going. That, of course, if Wareham does not score anything in the bottom half of the 6th.
I certainly don't imagine Wareham's expecting to play much past the 7th inning. So I think for Merriweather, you want to make sure you stay within the rails, and obviously before anything gets started. We were also talking to Cohen Nicolai about this earlier, is when you're pitching all of these new guys, when you've got 7, 8 guys that are new arms coming out, and you know the starter Jordan Stevens, or if it's a new starter, you get to catch him in the warm-up. DJ Merriweather Cohen Clay has never caught him before. You're learning DJ Merriweather right now. That's why they wanted to go out and make sure they were on the same page. Rather be safe than sorry.
Oh, without a doubt. Harrison steps in, the first pitch high and away for ball one. Merriweather looked sharp until he gave up that 2-run home run and was immediately pulled from the ball game. 2 balls, no strikes to start off things here against Harrison. Hard hit ball to Passo at first, and he gloves it for the first out.
A nice play there. Passo with a good read coming off the bench and hit on a line. Nice job.
It'll be Matthew Farner next. The shortstop walked in that fourth, came around to score as the second run for Falmouth in this game. See what he does here against Merriweather. First pitch popped out of play on the plate for strike one.
You can keep that foul ball courtesy of attorney Glenn Hamilton, his daughter Tuggis, and his grandsons Chase and Wyatt.
A 1. Misses up and away. Certainly would be helpful for Wareham to get the run rule here, save some arms as they are in this stretch, the off day coming Monday. But obviously lots of games before that. There's a strike. Lots of games after. That'll be a straight run-in after that game tomorrow. It'll be 6 in a row to end the season.
And that's why you can use today in a 13-2 game of starting to map things out. Okay, I like DJ Merriweather as a middle innings guy. I like Logan Shaw in the back half. Brady Montrell can be a guy that we want to plug in as a guy to stop the bleeding. So when you've got all of those games consecutively, then you want to make sure you know what you have heading into it.
Nice strikeout there from Merriweather. Freezes Farner at the top of the zone, uses the fastball there. One of his 5 pitches, the other 4 being the changeup, slider, cutter, and the curveball. He uses the fastball at about 50%. So with 2 outs, it'll be Jeff Luigi now stepping in. First pitch cut on and tipped into the glove for strike 1. Merriweather fires. Ball is put in play over to DeGiorgio at short, or at second. He's usually over at short, but today at second base, throws to Passo at first for the 3rd out. 1-2-3 inning of work for Merriweather. And Wareham just 3 outs away from ending this game off early, but first they got a bat in the bottom of the 6th here on Cape League TV.
Every child deserves the basics. Gifts to Give is making that happen, and you can help. Volunteer, donate, or shop their thrift store Saturdays. Visit giftstogive.org and make a difference today.
The Wareham-based AD Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is North America's largest cranberry grower and a recognized leader in environmentally responsible real estate development and land stewardship. For 172 years, AD Makepeace Company has supported community events and organizations like your Wareham Gatemen. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
If you or a family member have been hurt at work, don't wait for the insurance company to discontinue your benefits or deny you medical treatment. Get an experienced workers' compensation attorney now before it's too late. The lawyers at Reddy, Kiernan, and McNally LLP have been practicing workers' compensation law for many years and are experts in the field of workers' compensation law. Having the advantage of retaining an attorney early on may make all the difference in your case. Know your rights, be prepared, and contact Reddy, Kiernan, and McNally LLP today. The firm is located at 267 Main Street in Wareham. Reddy, Kiernan, and McNally LLP also have offices in New Bedford and Falmouth. Call 295-0286 or visit their website at www.rkmlaw.com.
Bottom half of the 6th. You see the moon up there here in Wareham, the sun fully down. And makes sense. We're only in the 6th inning, but been playing baseball for about 2.5 hours now.
Dude, how about that shot from our cameraman, Marcus?
You love to see it. Marcus doing a great job here at the high home cam. We're positioned right next to him tonight.
Showing a little bit of flexibility, getting around the pole, lining
Doing a
up the
great
shot.
job.
He was on it. Absolute money, just like Wareham tonight.
No doubt about it. It is Cooper Tarantino at the plate. He takes a first pitch strike. Immediately conference between Gialusi and Jack Turgeson, who's in there for his 3rd inning of work. He's pitched 2 scoreless frames and has actually sat down 6 Wareham hitters in a row.
He's looked good, and he needed to, because obviously Falmouth was in such a big hole, and you could easily come in and lose control and maybe not take this game as seriously as what you do in some spots. But Turgeson's done a really good job stopping the bleeding, keeping this game at 13-2.
Tarantino will step back in. In an 0-1 count. Here's the first pitch. Second pitch after the at-bat has started, first since the mound visit. Finds the zone, and Tarantino down, no balls, 2 strikes. Wareham would certainly love a little bit of insurance to pad the lead going into the top half of the 7th. See if they can get it. As the 0-2 pitch misses, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mercy rule in the CCBL, you have to be up by 10 after the 7th inning. 1-2 pitch, sky-high pop-up, right side of the infield. It'll be Malley to get under it. Makes the play. And there's 1 down. That is 7 in a row retired from Turgeson. Been really good. You see that run rule right there? Assuming that it will be DJ Merriweather, maybe, but could be a new reliever as well. Wareham does have someone going in the bullpen right now. Scoreboard malfunction there. Something, I don't know what happened. Something played that was not supposed to play. Foster Apple at the plate takes a first pitch strike.
What is this game?
I don't know. I mean, we're out. I think us being outside has completely changed.
I agree.
Everything. 0-1. Pop to the right side. Foul.
Can we do a run differential with us inside the booth versus us outside the booth at Scoring Field?
Well, Wareham is 8-8 at home coming into this game. It would certainly, I would have to guess, the outside run differential would be higher, just because of the sheer amount of runs today. 0-2 pitch put on the ground to the right side through the hole. There's a base hit for Foster Apple. Was 1 for 21 before that at-bat. Had 3 walks today leading up to it.
Finally got a chance to put a ball in play and serves it out to the other side. A shot from Foster Apple, giving Wareham a base runner in the 6th. And listen, I think everyone wants this game to be done after 7, but wouldn't hurt for Wareham to add a couple.
Certainly would give them some breathing room. DeGiorgio at the plate. First pitch to him. Fly ball, center field. Charging is Peralta. He dives, can't make the play. Drops right in front of him. Apple moves up to second. Runners at first and second now after the bloop single from Henry DeGiorgio. And what a day it is for him. 3 for 4. He has been dominant with 4 RBIs.
He's looked really good. And a game like this can do so much for your confidence. Still plenty of ball left in this season, and what an addition to Giorgio has been.
It'll be the top of the order. Dylan Dubovic at the plate. One down, runner in scoring position for the Gatemen. Here's the first pitch. Big cut and a miss from Dubovic. 4 strike 1. He's been good up there tonight. RBI, a walk. Looking to pad this lead and allow Wareham to be able to give up more than just a run next inning. Gets frozen by the big breaker there. No balls, 2 strikes on Dylan Dubovic. Turgeson stares in. Pitch crushed into left, and it just goes foul.
He wanted it. Throws his head up. Certainly extra bases. Could have scored a run. Dubovic was sitting. Tried to yank it down the line, but just foul. Pinch out in front of it.
Just missed it. He'll try and straighten it out here in a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Turgeson set, fires, fastball high and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dubovic hits in 2 of his last 3, looking for a third one to make it 3 in the last 4. Pitch is spiked. Gialusi keeps it close. The runners still move up. An aggressive play right there by Apple and DeGiorgio, but they both move up 90 feet. Ball just fell out of the glove of Jeffries. So a chance for Dubovic to drive in 2. And a 3-2 count. 1 down. Payoff. Lined into the right center field gap. Chasing it is Gregor. He makes the catch. Tagging from third is Apple. He will be in without a throw. The throw over to third. Not in time. DeGiorgio moves up. It's a sac fly for Dylan Dubovic, and it's 14-2.
Good job by Dubovic right there. Had a sac ground out earlier, and that's another good at-bat because, listen, it doesn't always have to be a single. It doesn't always have to be extra bases. Driving in a run with 1 out, understanding the situation, and that time comes through.
Connor Cuff at the plate. A 2 RBI single in the third, otherwise has gotten out 3 other times. First pitch to him. Misses inside, 4-1. DeGiorgio over at third. He's singled. Has wandered over there. One out. Big cut and a miss from Cuff. Chases down in the dirt. 1-1 strike. One. This is down at Cuff's toes. 2 balls, 1 strike. Turgeson fires. Cuff pokes it foul. 2-ball, 2-strike count.
Just get jams in on the hands. Tries to do what he can with it. Now in a 2-strike count.
Turgeson stares in. And Cuff swings and misses for strike 3. So Wareham can give up 2 runs in the top of the 7th and still win. But first, before we get to that point, time to talk to our sideline reporter, CeCe Gabriel. CeCe, what do you have?
This is the biggest crowd we've seen all season. That's what Wareham Gatemen President Matt Merrick told me at the beginning of today's game. Approximately 2,600 spectators are here to watch Cape Cod Baseball League baseball. And outside of what they see here on the diamond, there's a little bit more that they're here in attendance for. Now, representatives of both the Make-A-Wish Foundation and within the Wareham Free Library said that one thing stands out about Wareham, the community. Now, representatives of the Make-A-Wish Foundation said that community is being a villager within the village. And notice that at tonight's game covering Rhode Island and Massachusetts, they see so much community here, whether it's helping out with chairs or setting up tables. Now, on the other side, Mel Dyer of the Wareham Free Library is a Wareham resident of almost 15 years. She said that people in Wareham are very much about making sure that everyone has an opportunity. We're not a huge community, but we have a huge amount of support. Guys, back to you.
Private readings, small groups, and larger events. Please visit alyssawatling.com to book a virtual.
That's playing field for the top of the 7th. Wareham just 3 outs away. It's another Alyssa Watling intuitive pitching change, and after DJ Merriweather pitches a clean 1 inning with 2 strikeouts, he gives way to the right-hander. It'll be Nick Ryder for the 2nd time this summer, Dan.
Clearly, Ryan Smythe just testing out all of his arms today. Rydell pitched a really good inning of relief against Harwich. No hits, no runs, no earned. 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. So he got all of his outs by way of the K in that game. Was really sharp. So he looks to finish this one off for Wareham.
And Rydell comes in facing Austin Maley, Gavin Greger, and Mark Gialusi. And his task, just picking up 3 runs, or 3 outs rather.
Hopefully not 3 runs.
3 runs, and this game would keep going. Falmouth is trying to extend this game. Maybe? Are they?
Question mark, question mark.
They do have a 4-game win streak that they're trying to extend to 5, or at least they were trying to extend it to 5. Wareham has a streak of its own. It's a 3-game losing skid. But a nice chance for Nick Rydell here, a guy that was a 3rd-team All-American this past year with Newberry. And Dan, they also won their first 5 games that Rydell appeared in. His first of the summer was against Harwich, where Wareham won, and now they're trying to win the 2nd game of the summer in which Rydell appeared.
It would be good news, and we'll see if Rydell can kind of take on this somewhat closer role for Wareham. He throws a lot of high heat.
Yeah, and it's interesting because we don't know what the rest of the season will look like, but they also have a ton of starting spots to try and figure out. Jordan Stevens' summer is done. Mark Brissy's summer is done. Peyton Lee's summer as a starter is done. So right now you've got Sahil Patel, who has started a couple games, is probably your only guy that will continue to start. Outside of that, Jaden Barfield pitched as an opener 1 game and then kind of started the game that got resumed in Falmouth. So after that, it's who do you start? Where do you go from there? And we don't even know what tomorrow will look like. The probable pitchers is still to be determined. So a potential bullpen day, we've seen it be done. Ground ball, Paso comes up the line and tags Maley. Wareham just 2 outs away from picking up its first run rule victory of the summer.
Seems like they're going to do it. Certainly would be good. Mariners have a runner in scoring position with nobody out in the bottom of the 9th. But trying to walk off the Kettleers would cut the deficit for the Gatemen to 2 games.
And it's plenty of speed as well. Micah Kirikoff is the guy that hit the double, one of the speediest guys on the Cape. We'll see if Harwich tries to work him around the base paths and finish that one off. We'll keep you updated as we're in the 7th inning here. Rydell's first pitch to Greger is in there for a called strike. Wareham with 13 of its 14 runs in the first 3 innings. Popped up, out of play. And what a statement tonight from Wareham. A 14-2 thrashing. By every interpretation of the word as you can get, the Gatemen have delivered. The 0-2. Grounded foul. Gregor, one of the more productive bats in this Falmouth lineup today, a 2-for-2 day. But will be remembered in this one for a very bad base running error in the 3rd inning, trying to stretch a single into a double, and it was not a play where you were anywhere close to looking at extra bases.
Really changed the whole complexion of this game.
The 0-2 just misses for ball 1. Update at White House Field. Harwich advances the runner to 3rd. Still tied at 4. There's 1 out after a sac bunt. So Kirikoff, the lone base runner, 90 feet away, and it's the bottom of the 9th. And the pitch downstairs. Ryder now even in the count, 2-2. Wareham trying to gain ground, currently trailing Katuitt by 4 points. Flared out of play. Count remains 2-2. If results hold and Katuitt escapes Harwich with a tie, Wareham would still trail by 3 points.
And Katuitt's going to 5 infielders in here, 2 in the outfield with the 1 down and the winning run at 3rd.
And checking it. Potential suicide squeeze on the line. Harwich's situation, they're right there in the middle. 7 points up on Chatham and trailing Brewster by 13 points, 15 after tonight. So right now, Harwich kind of locked into that 3rd spot in the East as the payoff comes home. Another one popped out of play, and Gregor a really tough out right now for Falmouth. Still 3-2 with 1 away. Ryder winds and delivers. Inside, ball 4. 1 out base runner. Gregor has not been retired today. And Falmouth, trying to extend this game, has that, what do you want to call it, game extending run?
Yeah, I think that's fair. It would not
on deck.
Extend on deck, yes.
Currently 3 balls and no strikes on the Harwich hitter. We're balancing here. As Mark Gialusi steps in. The 9th hitting catcher from Villanova. Ryder collects himself and the pitch. Outside corner, called a strike. Nothing in 1, top of the 7th. A double play would end the game. Trying to get Gialusi to roll over on one. Looks in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Another batter that he's got down 0-2. Runner on first is Gregor. Ground ball left side, no chance to turn 2. A long throw, and it's in time. Really nice play by Ashatino. That was his first really challenged defensively this summer. And I think he passed that test with flying colors, Dan. On the move, drifting towards foul ground across his body, and an absolute laser to first.
Really, really good play there. And obviously, Gialusi upset about it, but was nice stuff all around.
Yeah, looked like the right call there on our instant replay. Game on the line here with 2 outs in the 7th. Ryder just needs 1 out to finish this one out. And first pitch is outside. Bases are loaded at White House Field with 1 out after an intentional walk and a regular walk. Not of the intentional variety. One out outside, and Ryder trying to settle in here in a 2-ball, no strike count. Is Tommy Harrison, rising senior out of Miami, Ohio. Ryder deals the 2-0. Peel down, he does not go, and it's a 3-ball, no strike count.
And again, we've talked about it with all the relievers, but treating this like it's 0-0, this is a real trial period.
3-0. In there, cold strike, 3-1. Ryder starts to battle back. One. Cut on and missed. Ryder just a pitch away.
Really nice stuff. Finish it off here.
Bases loaded, still in Harwich. Just 1 out, it's a 2-1 count. Nowhere to put the batter. Mariners trying to walk it off. 3-2 outside. Ryder loses it. Couple of walks this inning. That was his 21st pitch of the frame. Brings up another substitute off the bench. It's Drew Turpins, who came into the game to replace Braden Jeffries. Ryder with 2 outs. Pitch misses. Walk-off walk.
No, walk-off balk.
Oh, walk-off balk. Harwich wins it.
Even worse if you're Katuitt. But great news for Wareham. They're going to gain a game here.
So after Wareham lost one yesterday to Katuitt, certainly imagine the Gatemen pick one up, and it'll be back to a 2-point race. One on the way from Ryder. Cut on and missed. Cutter at 85. And Ryder once again 1 pitch away from getting out of it. Ryder looks in, tries to end it right here. The 1-2. Popped up, right side, should be playable for Paso. Drifting towards the wall, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out. A dominant effort from start to finish for Wareham is capped off in a 14-2 victory. Cue the lights, Dan Shalam. The Gatemen are back in the win column.
And it was in dominant fashion. They do the job. Get it done. Just the response you wanted after yesterday's game at Katuitt. Couldn't ask for anything better.
About as dominant as it gets, as you see the bullpen starting their party out there in center field. They come in, and the Gatemen, after 3 losses in a row, and as we take you through this game, there's no shortage of highlights on the Wareham side. 14 runs on 9 hits.
It was everywhere to be seen. Just utter domination, really, from Wareham. Had it from start to finish. They did a really, really nice job. And, again, just responded in the way that you would want after that loss yesterday where vibes were low, momentum was low. Gain it right back here.
Dominance. And Wareham, with all of that, just 3 extra base hits. 2 from Carter Groen and 1 from Cooper Tarantino, and in front of a really nice crowd here at Spillane Field.
They get it done, and you pack it up now, face Hyannis tomorrow. That'll be an interesting game. It's the first time in a while that Wareham and Hyannis have met up, and that one on the road as well. So if Wareham wants to get into the postseason, they're going to have to get it done away from home.
So Wareham takes it 14-2 over Falmouth in just 7 innings. Gatemen played 14 runs on 9 hits with 1 error in the field. Falmouth drops and snaps its 4-game win streak. 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error in the field. The Gatemen try and make it 2 in a row. They're just 2 points back of that final playoff spot, and they hit the road to take on Hyannis. First pitch at 6 o'clock tomorrow, and Dan, of course, Orleans and Kentuit also going at it. But to wrap things up, just one last reminder. This broadcast is a copyrighted production of the Cape Cod Baseball League. And as always, any unauthorized duplication, retransmission, or other use is strictly prohibited. Wareham, the winners here at Spillane Field, 14-2 the final. And we will talk to you tomorrow night from McKeon Park.